First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I have to be in here painting today, so we're not going to be on the screen today. I had to remove all the projectors to get ready to start painting in the room, which will probably be later on today. Adding some new updates to the website. One of the updates we're putting in is the blacklist onto the Crystal Edge site. I'm gonna look this out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. I do wire management here desperately. So we are adding in the knockoff projectors. I need to do a spell check on this too. And the demonstrations right there. We need to bring this down a little bit. This is all running into each other. We don't want everything running into each other. I gotta advance the tone. Eating crap at night. All right, this is our fake projector page we have on the website. When we repeatedly warn people not to buy these knockoff projectors and use them on our screen paints. This is why we have all these tests done, show you why you don't use them and why you don't trust them. They sit there and they tell you all this stuff that the projector does this and does that. It really doesn't do any of that at all, period. So these are our tests we had to do. That became a headache after a while of having customers, not saying a lot of customers, but customers would contact us and they would say, hey, look, screen's not showing up. And I go to ask, well, what kind of projector do you have? And they would name something that literally sounded like a Dragon Ball Z action figure. So we don't support knockoff projectors of any kind. That's way too bright, too cold. We'll keep it on that one. All right. All right. This is this right up in here. So we need to get this down underneath here. It's still running a little bit past that bar. Well, what if this in here? What, this should never be in here to begin with. You don't need a divider within the divider. We don't need that. It's unnecessary. Right, there it is. Okay, that's perfect. That's good. Right, we don't need this here. Oh, this does explain. We don't need it there because it just pretty much shows the blacklist is. Let me see. I need this here. This definitely don't need to be here. It's taking up way too much room. Now, the only people I can see that will be offended over us putting in a blacklist will be potential people who basically run scams or doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, or the only ones that are offended by blacklists. They're the only ones. And we don't put anyone on the blacklist unless we have substantial evidence against you, which means we would have to have your product down here. We've had to test it to know if it is what it's supposed to be. And we, at the end of the day, will give you the chance to be able to prove us wrong at the end of the day. We'll say, look, do this demonstration, you don't like it. Here's all the stuff we use in the demonstration. You go do it yourself and back up your product. And if they don't do it, well, there you go. You just ended up on a blacklist. End of the day, and these lists go everywhere. And I mean, they go everywhere. My search engine optimizer is quite good. So you will be broadcasted everywhere. Everywhere. Forum sites, you name it, I'm attached to them. So, yeah, don't make outlandish nonsense that's not true, like these fake knockoff projectors we have up here that we've tested out. At the end of the day, don't do what they're supposed to do. And that's why they're on the list. Unless you end up on a blacklist. So from the other individual, we are able to match his product with a basic house paint. And gave him the opportunity to back it up multiple times. I'm even going to be posted on this site where we had conversations with him, asking him to back it up, and he clearly said no, he wasn't going to do it. Mind you, these aren't our own words; these are his own words only. So for those of you who get offended by this and say, "Oh, that's wrong," no, that's him. That's the evidence. We don't just post up there on our site, "Oh, someone's a 100% scammer," and don't have any proof to back it up. You have to have proof to back it up. And we got one of him making products out of black and white paint, which was never backed up, and the video is deleted off his account. You can't find it. And the second one shows his product matching a basic house paint, 3 of his products. And he was given the opportunity, again, talk to him directly, to back his product up. So the only people that would be offended from this are people who support the scammer at the end of the day. All right, we're also going to put up her videos here. We got scammed by, well, he scammed us in black paint. Told you not to do that. So now we have evidence that you basically us making a business transaction. So that's why I try to explain to people at the end of the day, don't do dumb stuff that'll get you messed up at the end of the day. I don't care if you don't like the person. It is a business transaction. You couldn't, at the end of the day, you might hate this person's guts. Doesn't make a difference. The minute that money exchanges hands, those emotions, that doesn't evolve anymore. It's a business transaction. So if you do something dirty in that transaction, it comes back to bite you in the face. No company will touch you. People won't do business with you at the end of the day, because in the day, either you get them sued on a contract or you get sued in a contract. So no, when you're doing business with somebody and there's money involved and it's called business transactions going through, you have to put those emotions to the side and do your business at the end of the day. If you do slimy stuff like that, it'll come back to bite you in the face, because now someone can potentially call you a scammer or you committing fraud, which he just did. As a matter of fact, he committed fraud to I forgot about that too. I know Postmaster General. I told you that. I'm good friends with the Postmaster General. I got to talk to him about that too, because that's committing fraud through mail. That's mail fraud right from the door. Some is mail fraud. So I got to talk to somebody about that, about filing a complaint on that one. All right, so that's what I explain to people. You know, they think it's funny. No. You're doing a business transaction. You don't do stuff like that. So I can literally, I'm gonna talk to a few people today. I think I can get them on mail fraud too, because I did purchase from your website. We'll file a complaint against Wix later on, against your website platform, for the whole thing of you scamming us. Also, too, we have the proof from PayPal showing that we did win our complaint against you, and you did falsify transactions in PayPal, because we have the script for that too. And also, too, we'll be contacting Better Business Bureau on that also. So at the end of the day, what individuals have to understand, you can't just type in that someone's a scammer. You have to have proof and evidence of it. This is the reason why we're going to court, because in court, he's going to have to prove that all those videos that he shot of our product being that dark and not pulling up an image, he's going to have to prove that. If he can't prove it, he's sued. Then on top of that, this copyright infringement. There's a whole lot of stuff he's going to be in trouble with. Yep. You got to learn to do things the right way. I've had plenty of people I've done business with in time that I couldn't even stand at the end of the day. But business is business. Keep your emotions in the next room. Go into that meeting and do your business. If you're representing a contract or you're under contracts, you're representing these people at the end of the day. So if I ship them out a whole bunch of stuff that isn't legit and I take their money, you know how much trouble I can get into for that? That's a lot of trouble. On top of it, it tarnishes my name. Yeah, you don't do stuff like that. At the end of the day, he thinks it's funny. Well, I don't think it's funny when he's sitting in court looking at my attorney, smiling back and like, hey, how you doing? Then get funny then it gets real serious then you got to figure exactly how you're going to get out of the situation that you got yourself in. And I've seen people, I've been in court multiple times, and I've seen it over and over and over again, 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 that same look on their face where they messed up. Now, you can't go in court and run your mouth because it don't work that way. This is the real world. It ain't YouTube. In there, you have to have evidence. You don't have evidence, it's called hearsay. You have to back it up. Yeah. All right, let's go. I got 2 more videos to put in here. I got the scam video. We scammed us on our products. We scammed us on the product we ordered from him. So I'm gonna drop another one in there. Now this right here is right under every shopping cart. It'll be on the website for our customers or anybody else who's buying paint to be careful of this individual. Because at the end of the day, again, like I said, you do not know if you are getting actual screen paint or paint. As a matter of fact, you know what? Trash day is the day. Your product isn't out in the trash yet. It's in the trash bin. We got to do one more demonstration before we finalize this thing. I got that other paint coming in today. I got that network grade coming in. We need to do one more. One more. You have to do one more. We have to do one more. We have to do one more. We have to. This is going to be we have to do one more. It has to be done. Customers need to know at the end of the day what they're actually getting. They need to know if they're getting actual paint or they're getting house paint. We got 5 gallons of network grade coming in today. I'm going out to the trash to go pick up this box. We need to do one more. You can come with me if you want to board. We need to do one more. One more. Trash day isn't the day yet. We can still do the demonstration and get your stuff out in the trash at the same time. But one more has to be done. I need 4 of these videos. We need them for certain sites, and I need one for evidence for fraud. The website, we actually filed a complaint for website fraud on your account because there's something in your account and your website's not right. That's going to have to be done. Now, some people may say, "Oh, but you're doing..." No, it's not because of that, man. I take my business very seriously. You see my house? I take my business very, very seriously. I don't like it when people go in and they scam people. Like them fake projectors. Them fake projectors are freaking nightmares. Because at the end of the day, you got something claiming that it's something that it's not at the end of the day. It's not doing 4K. It's not giving you 15,000 lumens. And people get buy these things. Some buy for a lot of money. Then they find out they're not what they're supposed to be. Some of them have horrible customer support, and it's a shame because and that's another thing too, you got Amazon, you got eBay, they're flooding the market with this crap. And at the end of the day, my products don't work with them. So imagine when I first started off with these things popping up, I had people filing complaints against me on my PayPal account telling me the paint wasn't working. We know the paint works, so we tested it. Then when I go look at the projector, I'm like, what kind of projector do you have? And they'll say, oh, I got an RX7 or a PJ96. I'm like, what the freak is that? Oh, it's this projector. I got they'll swear by. It's 15,000 lumens. It does 4K. It does 10 times 4K. It does 17K. All this crazy stuff on this projector, which is not even true. Do you have any idea how big a lamp is for a freaking 15,000 lumen projector? Let alone the size of a 15,000 lumen projector. I got a 7,000 lumen downstairs. That thing is freaking huge. Came in its own case. So no, there's no way in the world a projector the size of a VCR tape is pulling 15,000 lumens. That's impossible. Yeah, it's bullcrap, man. And then they don't show up. So that's why we put all those disclaimers in to the site. If you see up here, this says that we do not support this projector. Do not buy the screen paint because it will not work. I don't care what the advertisement is telling you. At the end of the day, we don't support it. I've had to come in so many times and tell people that. At the end of the day, look, Mr. Bird got bills to pay, all right? But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sell you something that's not going to work at the end of the day. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's it. Now, I know plenty of vendors. I can direct you where you can get a good projector. You want to spend a lot of money, I can do that for you. No problem. Something's going to work on our products. Not a problem. At the end of the day, we're not supporting the projector. Same thing I feel about these screen paints out here. If you're basically lying about your product being this, that, and the other, then it's going to be outed. We're going to test it. We're going to bring it down. We're going to take it out of its little comfort zone that person's used to putting it in, and we're going to bring it down here and put it under real testing. Now, it depends on if the person can back their product, which we're not looking to get we call it cancellations, but we're pretty sure cancellations are going to come. If you can't back your product 100%, you're going to cancel orders. That's why we don't have any cancel orders from anybody else. People claim that. Where's your paperwork at? No paperwork. But we got paperwork on you guys. Both of y'all at the end of the day. Y'all can't support your products. And I'm still waiting for y'all to place orders because I got y'all sitting up there in my cabinets all packed up and ready to go. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have the real stuff down there. And not that fake nonsense y'all been making on camera doing these fake demonstrations. You will have the real product. And if you put that real product against your stuff, it will crush your screen. You know it. That's why you're not placing any orders to our website. I know that for a fact. Those screens take on that screen paint we have downstairs can take on certified screens and max out zones. It can produce images outside. And you think the products that you guys make that barely make it through your own demonstrations that you have to darken your environments, you high-end projectors just to get a decent image, you think you'll survive down here? You won't survive down here. You know that. And for a darn fact, if you had the real 100% product laying up in your living room, it would wipe out everything you have in your house, your apartment, whatever you have. That's why you haven't placed the orders yet. We said them boxes been sitting in my shelf since last year. And you still haven't placed orders yet. You don't have to go around any corners to get from me. You buy directly from my website. I'll ship it right to your front door with no problem. But I'm still waiting for you to place your orders. Till then, I have 5 cancellations from one and 15 from another one. You can't back your products. So we need to do I got that paint coming in. We need to do some more tests. I'm not done with that yet. Let me go pick up this box out of the trash. I don't think I need a hoodie for this one. Do I need a hoodie? Is that cool outside? I think it's cool. I'm just run outside this one. I don't care. Let's see. Where's my where I put you at in this box? I hope you're a cat, not a possum, but you're pretty big. You're pretty big. It's a pretty big freaking cat. That's what we need to do here. Put these out. Yeah, we got to. And after that, you're going in the trash. But you got to go through one more test. I'm not done with you yet. Let's see, I cleaned up my front. Let's go out of here. I should have put the night camera on. Let's see, we got to go out here. There go lead screens in the trash right over there. I threw that stuff in the trash today. All right, where are you at? I think this is, no, that's not you. Projector and threw out in the trash. We don't need this no more. This rat man is going to be, oh, here you are. This is you right here. This is definitely you. All right, get you out of here. You got more testing to go through. I'm not done with you yet. We got to fill up that blacklist because I'm going to test some other screen paints on you too. I'm going to pick up 2 other great paints today too. I'm curious to see how much more we can go through. We're going to have to do, because it's not enough. It's not enough. You've been scamming people for too long. It's time to get out of it for everything. So, we're going to pick up 4 more other house paints from Sherwin-Williams. We're going to run, matter of fact, I'll throw you out next month. Because I'm not done testing you yet. Because it didn't make any sense, man. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I've tested all kinds of stuff. But not on that level. I've never seen a product test that close to a house paint. I mean, you match the screen perfectly on all 3 of them. All 3 of them. Didn't even have to put anything in it. Nothing. I'm about to wash my table down with bleach. We ain't worry about that. We got some in that container. We got some of your Cinemax still left over. We'll repaint this. Or I'll just make me another one. The other sample sheets, let me see. Yeah, they're good. A little wet on, that's basically about it, but they're good. You see they were out in the weather, so these are good. I'm gonna put these by this way they can dry up real nice. Get that frost off of them. This is your UV. I want to test out that, what was that product called? Software Gray. This one, we're going to make a new one with this. We don't need this. Oh, I was wondering what the heck that noise was. That's you. Put you a big one. Yeah, because it just ticks me off that he burns people like this on this level. He up there and talk all this trash on camera. So when I sat there and watched that bamboozle, I got the bamboozle video. There was no difference in them two paints laying up against each other. No difference at all, period. But you try to make it sound like there was a difference. Nothing at all. Your stuff is house paint at the end of the day. I'm going to give you 1 month to back your stuff up. 1 month. This stuff is going to be tested all this month. I'm going to test against everything I find at Sherwin-Williams. We're going to go Home Depot, Sherwin-Williams, Lowe's. You name it, we're going to find different paints. And we're not even going to, we're just going to buy stuff. And if any of that stuff blends in, you got problems on your hand. But at the end of the day, then I'm going to file a fraud. I'm going to build a case on you. I'm going to go down to Better Business Bureau with all the evidence we have showing you've been committing fraud for that long. And shut your website down because you don't need to be selling jack anymore. From what I saw in that demonstration, that's disgusting. And like I said, dude, some of y'all may be thinking, it's not a revenge thing. It's something to do with that. It's the fact that this is what I love to do. When you have a passion for what you do, you can't stand fakes at the end of the day. And this individual has been scamming people for the longest time. So we got your stuff out of the trash. I'm going to test you against everything. We're going to go to Home Depot, Lowe's, we're going to find all different. You better match any of these products that come up. And knowing him, this is what he's going to do. I'm going to tell you what people do, scammers will do. He's going to drop his old product line. He's going to get rid of it quick. I guarantee that's going to happen. He's going to drop his old product line. He's going to try to come with a whole nother product line. And so that has nothing to do with that. You can't escape that. It's not going to work. Because if you open up a new product line, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're still going to have to do the same test at the end of the day. It doesn't go away like that. It just, man, it bothers me. You got people who do stuff like that, man. That's why I said, man, you got people that are in the field of whatever they do for business, what they do for a living, and then you see a hack that's not doing his job correctly at the end of the day. That stuff ticks you off at the end of the day. Fakes. Well, we're not going to mention your name. Oh, your name's not going to get mentioned. We're going to show your product. You don't get that. Oh, yeah, we got to mention your name. I forgot that because people got to know who you are at the end of the day. Partey, I'm going to make a call. I'm ordering your stuff. It's got to be down here too. We got to test that too against house paint. You're not getting away from these because you're another person who talks a whole lot of trash on camera. You talk trash like there's no tomorrow. When you sat there and said that you can't do a fixed screen, are you kidding me? I've been designing fixed screens for like forever. I just built one downstairs. Matter of fact, my house is full of fixed screens. I don't know where you come with that theory. You got to have it laid on the ground. It's a 148-inch screen. You think I'm going to lay that thing on the ground to paint it? You know how big that screen is? The one I got in the other one was 135. I wasn't laying that thing down when I dismantled it. No. You have to paint them against the wall. If that was the case and your product has to lay flat to the wall, you cannot paint that to a wall. How would you even paint that to a wall to begin with? There's no way in the world you're going to be able to pour that line on a wall. You know, there's a such thing as what they call gravity. You know what I mean? That does exist. Oh, my goodness, man. The stuff y'all talking is trash. At the end of the day. Sat there and said, oh, if you take apart a screen, if the screen's already painted, you could take it apart and repaint it. No, you don't do that. You see how stiff that screen was when I dismantled it, the delete screen, I took it apart? Once you paint that elastic, that PVC, doesn't exist anymore. It could be one coat. It's gone. It doesn't exist. You pull that thing off the frame and try to put it back the same way you had, put it back, it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. Trust me. They don't know what you're talking about, especially that individual. Doesn't know what he's talking about. And newsflash, I've been in business longer than you have. I have more knowledge than you have in this kind of business. You go back and check my records. I was making that screen paint way before you even thought about screen paint. So my knowledge alone crushes you at the end of the day. So when I say you don't know what you're talking about, there's no what he's talking about. It took you 15 minutes and 24 seconds to paint a screen that small. Are you kidding me? Then even your timestamp dates are off. They're way off. How does it take 7 days for your product to dry, but yet your timestamp says somewhere between the 12th and the 13th of August, which doesn't make any sense on your upload? There's a whole lot of stuff wrong with your product at the end of the day. Yeah, that nonsense. I got a gallon of network grade coming in today. We are going to be doing some testing. Once I finish it, because I got more work to do, I got to update the website. You see the website's changing in front of you. We're updating the website. We're loading all our pictures on there on our website, showing off our technology. I still have the labels to develop for the Gamer Paint. Gamer Paint is launching today, so I got to get that done. And then at the end of the day, when we have time, because I still have to paint my room upstairs, I ordered a gallon of network gray for priming or screens for the unicorn. And for the other screen, we're going to develop that platinum blue, which we're going to do my wall again for a how-to demonstration. For I'm going to prime over the wall, literally prime over the wall. And we don't have to, keep in mind, I don't have to, but I need to put the wall some other color than what it is. So when I do the demonstration to show you how easy it is to paint your wall, we're going to do that. So I'm going to show you different ways you can paint the wall before I paint the entire wall. So tutorial videos, which we're going to have on the website on how to do this and how to do that and how to do other stuff. I got a grommet gun coming in. So we got some other stuff set up for today. But right now, this mess right here needs to be addressed. Because me and being on the blacklist, we're going to have one demonstration on this matchup on this paint. We need to go farther into this stuff. Because, at the end of the day, I sat there and said to myself, look, how could you tell? How could you honestly tell at the end of the day if this man sent you over gray paint? How would you tell? Honestly, there's no test on it on his products. Tell I can make it there. All right, here we go. And this mess right here, this is an absolute mess right there. That's a mess. By the way, Jamie, no labels on our containers on the unboxing. We unbox the package, no labels. And for you screaming, oh, fake, oh, fake, oh, fake, oh, which we knew you were going to do anyway for the door. Again, I gave you the chance to back it up, and you still have a chance to back it up. Take that Max, take that network gray, SW773, and do a side by side and show everybody a difference between night and day in that product today. Because if not, we're going to do it anyway. I got enough of your product in here. We got enough of it in there. There's enough in there. It's frozen a little bit. We got enough of it in there. So like I said, I gave him a chance. If I'm a fake, if I'm a phony, we did a video on that. If I'm a fake and I'm a phony at the end of the day, if that product is not real in that container, then prove me wrong. And I'm going to give you a second chance today to do it. I'm going to do a special video for you. Prove me wrong. If I'm a fake, if it's not real, then all you got to do is get that paint, do a side by side, and show us that the demonstration I'm doing is completely false. I'm going to give you a second chance today. Yeah, we're going that blacklist. We got to work hard on that blacklist because, like I said, it's not just him going to be on that blacklist. I have bought projectors that came up busted on camera multiple times, and I'm thinking like, man, this is jacked up. Even though I got my money back at the end of the day, still I got a piece of equipment that I needed badly. How am I going to deal with this? How am I going to keep other people from falling in the same trap that these people have all over eBay? Now, I'm not saying everybody on eBay, but there are some out there you have to be really careful of because they will get you at the end of the day. So I know how to navigate PayPal. I know how to get my money back. I know how to do business on PayPal. It's easier for me to go in and drop $500, $600 on a projector. I'll get my money back. If the projector is legit, then we'll put them up on the other side. We'll have another site where you want to buy from these people. These are sites you want to buy from. And I mean everything down from LED lights, because I bought LED lights that were complete crap when they got over here. Like, what the freak is this? $60 for freaking lights. Got down here, unraveled them, and they had no connectors on the other end to connect the lights together. Completely severed off. And Amazon has a bunch of these on their site. So you're thinking you're getting lights that you can chain together. You can't even chain them together. Once that row is gone, it's gone. You got to buy a whole new power supply to run the other set of lights. That's jacked up. So we're going to start finding these companies and putting them right on the list. Boom, 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 boom. So he's going to be on there. Anybody out there on eBay, if you're listening, if you're selling projectors that are crap at the end of the day and you know you're selling crappy projectors, you're going on a blacklist. So when customers go in and they look to buy, check out the blacklist, see who's on there. And at the end of the day, like I said, we can't put people on there and say, oh, this company. We have to actually have the product here. We have to have it live. It has to be unboxed, and we have to show exactly what we're getting to have proof. We can't just put someone's name up there for the sake of putting someone up there. Because at the end of the day, Jamie, guess what? Those things you posted on your site, yeah, that's going to get you in a lot of trouble at the end of the day. I don't say things right away. I just let him do what he thinks he can get away with. At the end of the day, I can get an attorney. You can contact eBay's legal department, and you putting that information out there like that, I can have your eBay account suspended or terminated for that. You're an idiot. Okay, no. We're not going to say that. That's wrong. Let's reframe. We're not calling people idiots. Okay, let's go back. All right. Let's get this started for today. That's all this. This is a regular box. This is all going in the trash. We don't need this. What's in here? Oh, these are the black and white paint mixes we made. We don't need them anymore. We're just doing, we're not even mixing black and white together no more. We're just buying straight paint. That's all we're buying. No point. No point in you wasting your money and go buy $17 worth of black paint for what? When you can just buy regular paint and just make it yourself. Just make regular paint. It's just basically network gray. What we're going to do, every paint that we buy, we're going to put the model number of each one. Now, I'm thinking next, we're going to, the grayer paints he has, I know for a fact that software gray is going to match that with no problem whatsoever. Partey, we know the color of your paint already. We already know it. We've already known it already. You're network gray, but you're somewhere a little bit darker than network gray. We already have your product already. So when your product gets down here, we'll do that test too. Keep in mind, like I said, these are tests you should have done from the door, all right? Anytime you see me take products and throw it against my screen, like, are these like on activation? No, they're not on activation. I was wondering. So anytime we take products, like we make our own black and white paint, our own black paint against our products, we make our own dark paints. We have videos on that, fabrics, t-shirts, hoodies. You see me throw stuff against my screen. When we're on a 1,000 projector, I'm constantly throwing black screens. We have fabrics downstairs. All this stuff we test on the screens. We don't do this to show off. We do this. I do this for myself to see if my product can come close to matching anything else. This is something I have to know for myself as a person who's a professional in this field. I have to know this. I can't design something and know that there's a possibility that it can be duplicated so easily. Because mind you, I'm dealing with companies at the end of the day, and companies have the power and the money to go in and figure out, to find a research team to break down my stuff or figure out, all right, this, that, and the other. That's why I found it interesting from the guy in China who spent like $2,900 on our product and had a nerve to send me an email saying me, hey, how did you get the white level so high? Are you serious at the end of the day? So I have to make it virtually, you have to do it this way. You have to run these tests. Tests are very important at the end of the day. But these guys don't run any tests. They come on here and they talk a whole bunch of nonsense. And they talk about how their products are so special and they're customized. Bull crap at the end of the day. That Bamboozle video on the personal mix, how you custom design it. Man, I matched that stuff to freaking house paint. A tablecloth. A freaking Amazon tablecloth. And you still haven't done that demonstration yet. Even people watch me in live streams go to your account and talk to you directly while you came back with a whole bunch of slurs. Oh, by the way, that's going to come back to bite you in the face. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to carry yourself as a professional. We have a section from all your curse words, racial slurs, all kinds of stuff you sent to us. All that's posted to show customers at the end of the day, this is what they're dealing with when it comes to a person who claims to be a professional in screen paint. You tarnished your own name by doing dumb stuff like that. You may think it's funny in front of your followers, but your followers at the end of the day don't even support you the right way because your followers are really followers. They just have to say, hey, buddy, don't do that because at the end of the day, that's going to blow up in your face. They can use that against you. No, they cheer you on. It's like watching the town jester in the middle of the town square. That's what they did to you. And they pelt you with tomatoes and rotten fruit and laughed at you the entire time while you did your dance. And here I am sitting there just watching you the whole entire time. Like, look at this fool in the middle of the street. Yeah, giddy up. Let's go. That's what you just did to yourself. They didn't support you in any way whatsoever. They watched you literally hang yourself. Probably gave you ideas at the end of the day, which now you're going to sit up in court and you're going to have to try to figure out how to get out of this situation. And it's going to cost you a ton of money. Your own followers hung you. Even that guy who came in, which we don't believe who he was, the whole Joe Smith, all of that was recorded. All that's documented. The transaction, all documented. Which means we can go to any fraud website and says, look, here's the whole transaction. Very few people record their transactions. We have a transaction recording of your transaction. You basically stating that what you were going to send to us. And then you send us a product and an unboxing that's black, doesn't have labels on it. There's a puncture in the side of the container. You see paint leaking on my hands. That's not good. I can shut your website down for that. I have evidence of a transaction recording of you scamming me. Not good. And it's not going to show good in court either. Nope. But like I said, you bought it on yourself. You're painting that today. If, like I said, if you throw it today, that's not your product, you back it up today. We got the network gray coming in. We're going to do the side by side with the network gray with your product up there. We're going to do another comparison. We're doing a much larger screen. And if you feel in any way that that is not true, I gave you the paint. It's Sherwin-Williams network gray SW773. You pick that up, you do a side by side. Matter of fact, put all your products up there and do a side by side, and you show us a huge difference of night and day. We don't want to see a bump, we don't want to see a hiccup, none of that. We want to see a difference between $23 and $80 to $89. Because after what I've seen in those few demonstrations that I saw, especially in the Bamboozle video, that product matching that close, and you're saying, look at the difference. Are you kidding me? Who the freak's going to see the difference in that? So you mean to tell me one of those was like $1, the other was $700? You would pay the one at $700? Yeah, right. Like, man, I don't see any difference in that. That's it. You got to get up that close to the screen to show a difference. Same thing like the Sherwin-Williams. When you went and bought the Sherwin-Williams at Home Depot, he had to literally be a finger's distance from the screen to show you the difference. At 13 feet, at 8 feet back, at 6 feet back, in a dark environment with a display, you're not going to tell the difference from one from another. If you had dropped 3 tablespoons of black paint, it would have matched perfectly. We even have your tutorial videos. What about the tutorial video that deleted off your account that wasn't missing? No one knows where it's at, but we have a copy of it, clearly showing you making a black and white product. That matched your screen paints. And we also gave you the opportunity to do the demonstration. What was the number? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Never did it. You got a month of testing to go through. Because I'm not done with you yet. We still got to order more paints. There's about 3 other numbers I'm looking at right now we have to do. So today we're going to put 2 of the videos on our blacklist, and this blacklist will show our demonstrations of testing Crows1176 products. Yeah, we're saying your name now. You're going to be tested for a full month because I'm going to see what other paints you match up to. I'm going to hit Home Depot, Lowe's, a couple places, Benjamin Moore. Yeah, we're going to see. We're not going to look for the same color paint. We're going to try different ones and see how close they come up. And then we're going to take all that information. We're going to file a complaint against you for fraud with Better Business Bureau, and depending on how long you've been doing this for. Now, judging by that video that you have with that black and white paint, that goes back pretty far. That goes back so far, a lot of people you don't know Crow's history. Crow was giving out paint for free. If you don't know that, he was. That's where the video came from. The part about it is when people say, well, he's getting it for free, what would it have to do with the paint now? Well, if you have a product that you're giving away for free and you're selling it, that's committing fraud at the end of the day. Because one minute you're showing people how to make it for free, and the next minute you're telling people you have a completely different product that has nothing to do with the product that you were giving away for free, but it is exactly the same thing. That's committing fraud. And a lot of you right now sitting up there who have these products are sitting up there with either black and white paint, or at the end of the day, he could have taken the idea from here that we got, and he could have went out and basically just put a little glitter or a little silver and the difference in it and said, look, completely different product. No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. All right. Here we are going to go over here, and we need to grab a video for this one to change out this video. Look at this. When we cut that projector in half, let me show you something real quick. I said it's an eye opener. People at the end of the day don't want to get a crappy screen at the end of the day. But that's the eye opener right there. I'm trying to make sure my personal's not coming out. Man, you have any idea how many parts you got to pull out of a projector to cut it in half? You make sure you, man, it's something else, boy. But it was fun. I'm gonna take apart a couple more of them, cut them in half. But it's an eye opener. It allows people to understand that you're only getting half of your projector. All that money, all that research you put in for a projector, and you're only getting half of it. That's it. There we go. There's my pictures right there of the BenQ cut in half. We posted those pictures about 10 or 20 minutes when we posted them. That's a wake-up call. People see that from the door, man, blows their mind. When you do demonstrations, you got to do stuff that nobody else is doing. The problem with these guys, they do the same demonstrations over again, the same pictures. I saw the pictures when we were going back and forth, and he was trying to show me his product being the best. Every picture you showed me was sitting in the dark, every last one of them. I got pictures on motorized projection screens, outside, inside, all in fully lit environments, and you're showing me the same pictures on the same screen, on the same projector, over and over and over again. When people come into my channel changes. Sometimes we're never in the same room. Sometimes we're out. Sometimes we're inside. We're building that. With them, it's the same thing. Same screen, same projector, same environment. Just like when I was sitting there looking at the video on his website, I thought that was his video because it was so dark. It was a customer's video of the LG Jazz. Oh my goodness, man. I'm getting out of here real quick. I gotta go grab a video for this one. I need to grab two of them. We need to get the one on, and there's my right there. See that demonstration right there? That link right there? That's the demonstration I'll be doing, that demonstration where I'm actually writing on my screen with black paint. And then painted over the screen multiple times. I haven't seen a demonstration done on their channel yet. Have you seen one of them taking a gray screen and taking gray paint and writing on the screen and showing the difference? You seen that one yet? No, you haven't? Okay, you're never gonna see it because you'll never do it. Like we asked them to make the products live on camera, each one of them, and show the ingredients on how they're made. Was that ever done? Or it wasn't? Oh, I was just wondering. Tablecloth, ever done? Now you, okay, I was just wondering. All right. The test that his Cinemax can pull contrast level, fully lit environment, meters laying on the ground, producing on the contrast, never done? Oh, not either? Okay. Oh, the woman with the film with the black makeup. The only way that demonstration was done was in the dark only? Okay, all right, there you go. You got house paint at the end of the day. That's what you got. You literally have house paint. This right here is the link to the blacklist on the other site, which you can go there and check it out and do your research. If you're going to take the time to put the research into your projector, then you need to take the time to do the research on your screen. You do know at the end of the day, I don't care what kind of projector you buy. If your screen does not do what it's supposed to do, then your projector doesn't have the capability at the end of the day. If that was the case, then you could just go buy yourself a white screen because your projector would be powerful enough to be able to turn a white screen into a black screen or a gunmetal screen. But that's not true. You have to have a good enough screen in order to get the picture quality you need from your projector. That's why they coach you in the calibrate. Oh, calibrate this and using an ambient light controlled environment that, because at the end of the day, even with those big companies having those expensive projectors, they still have to calibrate. They still have to be in those ambient light controlled environments because the screen doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Let's grab, I need to grab, well, we don't need this. We need something else. We need, let me see. We need, where's it at? There's a link here for this. We need one on that paint. Yeah, that's what we, okay, we got to come out of this then. We need to come out of this all together then. We need to be in, be on the chat for video because we need to bring the actual video of the paint. Yeah, I sat there and said, so we do tablecloths and bed sheets on our screens all the time. I sat there and said on camera, I said, I've never seen him do a demonstration of a gray tablecloth or bed sheet versus this product. Why not? We do them all the time. So I was sitting there, I get my tablecloth in, it's too small, but I look at it, I say, this looks exactly like your screen paint. I said, I wonder. I go downstairs, I set up the projector, it matched the cinema, no, we didn't have the cinema this time. It matched the personal and it matched the Metallica mix perfectly, a tablecloth. So we go over and we send it to him. I said, look, man, if I'm wrong on this demonstration and the camera, feel free to do the demonstration yourself and prove that your product isn't what it, we're false, we're fake over here. Prove me wrong at the end of the day. It was never done. How many times did I send it to him? Like 13, 14 times? Even went over to make sure there was no excuses like, hey, the link's not working, or I never got it in the email, or whatever. We went straight to his website and gave him the links. Right to his website. Where's the video at? We got 4 of them downstairs. I got 4 to test against my own screen, and you haven't done 1. Then I got to thinking, I was thinking, you know what? You got paints out there now that you don't have to put in the tablespoons of black paint anymore. You can just buy them gray the way you want them. Heck, now you can take a picture of something and you get the same color to paint somebody got in their house if you want to. The technology's gotten that good. So what would happen if I just got regular paint? How close would it match? Now I'm even sitting there on camera saying that, all right, maybe a few of them may not match that well. Every last one of them matched perfectly. That's messed up. Because in the day now, he can just put a little glitter in that, send it to you. He's already saved a little bit more money, but I'm not buying black paint. He just ships you everyday black paint. His shipping policy is a freaking nightmare. I bet you if we go back and check his account after not being in his account for a while, I guarantee shipping policy is still the same way. If that product lands on your front step, porch, whatever it is, as long as the delivery man checks it out and says, hey, it was delivered, guess what, buddy? That's yours. And how are you going to argue it? We could argue our case easy because our paint came up black. How are you going to argue gray paint at the end of the day? How are you going to say it's not his product at the end of the day? How are you going to say it's everyday gray paint? How are you going to tell? You can just go to Home Depot and buy paint. Go, gee whiz, this is messed up. They both match. How are you going to argue that one? It says right there in his policy, if you open it, he doesn't know if you tampered with it. So he could use that against you. And one of his policies says if it lands on his property, it's yours, regardless if the property, if the package is crushed or leaking, it is yours. How you get around that? It's gray paint. We beat our claim because our product came up black. That's why. And he doesn't sell black product. Your product's going to come up gray. How do you beat it? You can't. That's why you need for him to do those tests on camera live. That's how he's going to be able to build that confidence with you, the customer, on showing that his product isn't what it's supposed to be. It is what it is at the end of the day, and you're not buying everyday house paint. He needs to do that demonstration. Or you could do it yourself and find out. At the end of the day, like I said, it's your money at the end of the day. All right, I'm trying to help you out here. It's your money at the end of the day. That's why we have more on the list. Let me see. Can't believe I built that screen from scratch. Actually showed me building that screen from scratch with the lumber and everything. That screen came out amazing. I got people asking me to build the screen. I want to offer me $2,000 to build one of those screens. He want a customized screen built and shipped to him. I'm not doing it. It took me 3 days to build that thing. Oh, no. That was a lot of freaking work. It was a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. I'm never going back to aluminum because you see the monster I got downstairs? That thing is amazing. But no. I'm not selling this thing. It's just too much work. That's way too much work. I need a crew literally to do that. It's not a one-man job. That takes a few people to do. Maybe in the future we'll build them, but right now, not right now. Here we go. This is the one right here. Gallon of paint. I got the same one coming in right now. Just order some more. I'm going to put that video in there. I'm going to put the video. Matter of fact, we need this for the website, but I'm going to put this in the link so you can check this out for yourself. Y'all need to educate yourself, man. I'm going to all this about people going to send me slews of emails on what about this projector? What about that? Whatever buying screen paint from me anyway, so they're good. But I'm like, man, you don't need to go through all this, man. You're doing too much at the end of the day. You know, just buy, if you want 4K, buy 4K, 10, whatever. It doesn't really make a difference in the day. It's going to run off the screen. You see how old my projectors are in my demonstration? It's going to run. All right. Let me see. We need to go into, I think I'm here. We're here, right? I think we're here. I'm going to come at it here. I'm going to go into this in my video here under the management and put this link in right now. Don't worry, Jamie. I'm busy, man. I'm very busy. I got time to squeeze you in. I'm definitely going to squeeze you in. Let me see what we got going on here. And I'm still giving you the opportunity. I'm giving you the opportunity to back this up. Till then, I'll be building the case on you. I'll be doing some shopping around the different paint stores, seeing how many of these products are going to match your product. Heck, I'm even as far as to go with stucco, and I got to think stucco will match your stuff at the end of the day. All right, here's the link. Let me get this keyboard. Come on, get everything right. Let me see. All right. All right, this is the title right there. It's up to you at the end of the day. Like I said, nobody's forcing your arm, but at the end of the day, you tell me what sounds better, $23 or $80 a quart. And on top of that, it makes an insane primer. I love it for the primer. Yeah, I use it downstairs to prime a gaming screen. Let me see. We need to get the video. Where's the actual video? I need this video too. So you link to the video. No, that's editing. You don't want to go in there with that one. All right, we need editing. 23. It should be it right here. Yeah, the Sherwin-Williams. Nobody was like, did you take a picture? No, we didn't take a picture. We didn't take a picture. No color match. The guy said, I asked someone, I called him on the phone. I said, look, we need a gray paint. And he was like, I need to know what kind. He said, well, how about this one? And the first one I saw was the network gray. I was like, yep, that'll do it right there. Sure enough, It matched perfectly. Video. Done a video right here. Here you go. There we go. Activate it. And then right there, you can see it activate right now. And check it out for yourself. So you have an option. You pay $80, $89, and get scammed, or you just basically just go out and buy yourself a $23 gallon of paint and be done for the day, which I just did today, which I'm using one for primer because I got to prime 2 screens. I got to prime a unicorn, and I got to prime. We're also making an invisible unicorn. It's an invisible unicorn. I need that for the upstairs enchanted forest, which I'm actually going to design. Let me see, and I need the actual video so we can put that onto the site. And the wicks. Here we go. Yeah, because I'm sitting here putting in the blacklist, and the more and more I look at that video, I'm like, man, these jokers, man, are freaking full of it, man. I can't let them get away that easy. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not getting off the hook that easy. That's messed up. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, you don't know. We even got a we did a video on his shipment return policies. It's freaking nightmarish. It is. Your site looks sketchy. It doesn't even look like a real legitimate site. You have no freaking product information, no proper product information. Like I said, people, at the end of the day, people are going to have spelling errors, but you got spelling errors and all kinds of bad grammar has been going on your site since last year. I guarantee if I go on it right now, delivery is still spelled wrong. I guarantee you. It's probably still spelled wrong at the end of the day. And I would not suggest, since you're going on this blacklist, I would not suggest when I do pop on your site from time to time, don't do anything stupid. You might as well keep that chat shut, because if you give us any evidence and it's going to be you being recorded at the end of the day, you're going to be posted to a list every time you do something dumb. So you better keep it professional. I really couldn't care less. Give me evidence. Let's see, move this a little bit over. There we go. That's perfect right there. Where are we at in this list? Two of these run. What's this one right here? Manage Wix. That's the one thing. Manage Wix. That's editor. That's editor. That's editor. That's editor. I need to go into fake projectors. All right, there's the blacklist right there. Now we got these on knockoffs in here. Those WeMax projectors, all that crap, they're in here too. We got customers which we told at the end of the day, don't buy the paint. They buy it anyway. I told you, don't buy it. The results to that ended up with the pictures. Sent me the pictures. They sent me over the pictures. We sent them over something that would fix the problem. We sent them over like a high grade silver that would actually work much better with the projectors. They're not going to get the contrast and all that stuff they want, but at least it will work at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because they paid the money, got to give them something. But at the end of the day, they gave me over the pictures. And the pictures, yeah, you see where it comes up. It does not work with those projectors. As we warn people, do not use those projectors at the end of the day. They will not work. All right, this one right here. We need this one at the bottom. This one at the bottom, I want to put in the Sherwin-Williams right here. We'll put that one in there. Now, like I said, I gave him plenty of time to back this up before we started posting. I gave him plenty of time to do this, and he couldn't back his product up. Now you got today to back it up, because there will be a video in your product where it says Sherwin-Williams. Here we go. There we go, right there. Right there, we need the one with the black and white paint, which I don't know how you're gonna work around that one, because that's actually you in the video. So I don't know how that works for you. Let me see. We need oh, and by the way, don't send me any emails. You do me, the emails will be posted and be sent to the list. As a matter of fact, we got 5 emails we haven't even haven't showed off. We're pretty sure it's from him that hit the digital 1 count. So we'll be showing this off too. Because at the end of the day, people are doing business, but you need to know what kind of person you are and how you carry yourself. Let me see. let's go over to, I need that one video. Do we have it here? I think we should have it in here. Do we have it in this one? We don't have it in this one at all, period. All right, let's go pop over and get one that does have it. Let me see, we're going to the video. Over here, that's a Sherwin-Williams. I'm gonna go pop over into this one over here. Come over here. I'm gonna go over to manage the account. Can pull it up right through there and find it. All right, live demonstration. Let's see what we got here. That's the building of the screen. Let me see. We got plenty of time to do these tests himself. I don't know what the problem is. Why are you waiting so long? Here it is right there. It's the house paint. This is you when you made your, we made your products out of black and white paint. We did that with, yeah. Okay, this is right here, warning in the house paint. Okay, we need these right here. This one right here, we definitely need these two. This is where we made the product with. On a tutorial video, which is black and white paint, we made 3 of his products from 40 bucks. So we'll give you all of this right here. I need these later on for something. Right here. Let's go right there. Now, you know, what's he going to complain about? It's him in the video. What's the complaint about? Even when I talk to the naysayers, what's the complaint? It's him in the video, right? That's him in the video, right? All right then, okay. Just want to make sure. I need this one right here. I need these 2 right here for that one, for the site. So we're going to take this link right here. Copy this one, go over here, and we're going to put this one right here. Actually, I need to expand this page a little bit more. So I need to come in, we need to take this out. Let me take this out together, we don't need this here. Get this out, delete that part right there. Can we go on? We need to go on, we need to expand. Where's the expansion for the page? Right there. So we need to stretch and expand the page a little bit more to make room for the video players. So this one right here, and this one right here. I think what I'm gonna do is, to make it a little bit more easier, we'll do these 2 right here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shrink these 2. I can get more out of this if I just basically put in multiple players here. I'm backing up that right there. There's a bunch of them, that one right there going by itself. So we need another video player to add to that one. Let's see, let's go get us another video player. We're not just going to turn internet, we're on the internet. What are you talking about? Okay, get it fixed. There we go. All right, let's go over to, we're just in galleries. I need to get over into the videos. Go in the videos, new video content, video contact. All right, nope, not gallery, not decorations, videos. There we go, we need one of these. All right, get that second box, put it over here. All right, you're too big, so we're gonna have to shrink you a little bit so you can match the other one. Go to that side right here, put that in the middle. Bring you over a little bit more. Okay, we can just adjust you a little bit. Let me see if you can fit this right in there. Just bring you up, it's gonna lock in place. Bring you again. Adjust you again. Come on, make it other way. Get the, why is you there? Why are you even there? Blocking that. All right, how we lined up? Perfect line up from here to here. Okay, perfect. We can map it right off of that. We can go into this one right here. Change out the video. Scroll down. Come on, be nice, play nice, play nice. All right, no, play nice, play nice. Okay, what is that today? Okay, hold on. This is a crap sometimes you gotta go through. All right, that's done. Let's put the other video in. This is how we made this product for 40 bucks, right here. All right, that's one of them right there. Up on the site right there. Let's get the second one. We need, let me see, okay. That's from there to there, 40 bucks. We need the top over top of him making the screen paint instead of black and white paint. We need, let me see, for 40 bucks. This is explaining how products were made. Right there, copy from there. Go back over to the site here. We need to bring it down from here. Right here, change from there. Let's see, bring you up one. Right there. And from here, I gotta update. We're updating the site anyway. These all update for today. I gotta do grammar check, all that stuff. Everything has to be done on the site today. All right, this is done. Save it. That's done. We need another video on getting scammed. So it shows our personal experience, how we got scammed from the person we purchased from, multiple cancellations. We took pictures of every single cancellation that we got from you. We turned it into a slideshow. Yep, it's being posted, showing that you cannot back your products. Do not buy from someone who cannot back their products at the end of the day. And that also includes basically us getting scammed from you, which shows that us who are making the complaint have personal experience of doing business with you, and at the end of the day, we were scammed. Also shows in your transactions, your transactions, but documentations we're able to get from PayPal showed that you clearly lied in your claim by making statements that were false. Be careful about doing dumb stuff. At the end of the day, if you would have sent the product down as you agreed, you would not have this evidence against you at the end of the day. But you do now have this evidence against you because you didn't do what you're supposed to do. I told you don't do that. I sat there and said right there on camera and said, at the end of the day, what did I say to you? I couldn't care less about your policy. I will have the money back on my account. And mark my words, my money's back on my account. I told you that. What was going to happen? Because the minute that, when I called and that woman told me that you said that you sell a black product, I was like, oh, heck no, that product doesn't come in black. You know when you messed up? Your video. When you're showing off your video, you painting in the screen and then going to your website showing that if you showed the product clearly in the statement of your product, you're saying that it's gray. Constantly saying that it's gray. But you have no color category. If you're buying a t-shirt and that t-shirt only comes in white, there's no color category. It only comes in red. But if they're making a claim it comes in blue, red, and green, there's going to be a color category there. You had no category there at all, period. No demonstrations on a black product. They look through all that. That's what I tell people. When you make these claims like that, they will look through your stuff at the end of the day to see if you're telling the truth or not. And he couldn't back his claim. He lost it. And this makes you a person of interest or fraud. And then you get up there and you start whining and crying about the labels. Whining and crying. We knew you were going to whine and cry about labels. We knew you were going to do that. You did the same thing with the Metallica mix. You did the same thing with the personal mix. With all the other screen paints we have from you, did the same exact thing. And we had them shipped to the house. Even sat there on the eBay where you pulled down your listing in the eBay listing claiming that you couldn't ship the product to our house due to the fact that our address was unshippable, but we clearly showed a tracking number where a package did come to our house. See, it's constantly getting caught up in lies all the time. It's doing dumb stuff. And you want to whine and cry about labels, and guess what? If we have over here is fake, then you back it up. You can't back it up, and guess what? It's the real deal we have over here. And just to let you know, Sparky, at the end of the day, we did an unboxing on your package. We got no labels. All we got was a container with no labels on it and a knife hole in the side of it that was leaking paint. The way that thing was bound up, there should have been no paint on my hands. So no, I'm sorry. And then the three, oh, that's not mine. Well, if it's not yours, then back it up. Show us it's not yours. As a matter of fact, you got a second opportunity today to prove me as a fake. I'm giving you a second opportunity. As a matter of fact, I'll give you 3. Just to show that at the end of the day, when you do dirty stuff like that, people don't like that. And a customer saw what Crow did and didn't like it. He saw the videos of the transaction. We were actually making the deal online, and he made the promises. And we knew something was going wrong. I sat there and said something weird's going to come out of this because he's never honest about anything. He didn't like it. People don't like that kind of stuff at the end of the day. And you actually show yourself doing this on camera, incriminating yourself. I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. I really couldn't. Let me see. All right, what we have here, we need another video player here. We have that, that's there. Well, we got the one overhead. We need the one of them committing the fraud. So we're going to take this one, we're going to blow this one up. We're going to put a title here for fraud here. Leave enough room in there for that right there. We want this video player to be large. Showing this off. And the rest of the testing we'll be doing today will be posted here also, and also on the Digital One site. Now, one of the tests we need to run today on your products is we need to be able to see how it's going to react to ultra short throw, which I forgot to do, but now we're going to do it today. Because I don't want you to come in saying, oh no, it's not the same thing because my product reacts different to ultra short throw. It's not going to show the same way on ultra short throw. No, we're going to cover that today. Don't worry about that. I got a projector downstairs already set up for it. So let's see. Now, is there buying any more of your products? As I said, no, I'm not buying. What would I buy for? For what? At the end of the day, your stuff all matches the same thing. At the end of the day, I can just buy something and just give you a challenge. Hey, back your product against this. You can't do it at the end of the day. All right, what we got here? This is going to be, so we need a separation in here for this one. We need, where's the decorations at? There we go. We need this one right here. I take one of those. I'll put that right there to separate that. So we know we have to put a caption in there. And let's grab one of these right here. Let's grab another one. Oh, don't change it up on me. I need it. There we go. Give me another one right there. We need to put, we got two of them here, right? Yeah, we should have two. We're gonna put the second one right there. So we have to put a caption right here. Let's see. We need to put here, text here. Text, we put text here. We need to put a header right there. I'm gonna put a header right here. Put your name in here. And I'm going to show you something special. Put your name there, text that right there. I need to go over to, where are you at? Here. Not there, not there, not there. There you go. There's your special. Right for you. And like I said, and also too, like I said, anybody wants to sell jacked up LED lights that don't work at the end of the day, broken and busted projectors, this is where you're going. Now, you can make your own list if you want. You're just going to have substantial evidence of me doing all this stuff that you claim that I'm doing, which you don't have. And that's why when we go to court, you're going to get your clock cleaned because you don't have any evidence on me at all, period. There's no videos of me basically making any black paint subjects and passing off as paint. There's nothing like that of me. There is no cancellations or no bad emails or none of that stuff. Nothing. Not a thing. I don't do business that way. I've been in the business for a long time and I don't carry myself in that nature. Put down a black and white paint. Black. And no, we have to put down for that. It's going to be different for that one. We need to put down, we need to put that one right there. I'm going to leave that one. We don't need to put that there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 1176, put that there. And put that in the middle, right there. And then we're going to put down, let's see, let's change this over to how we got scanned. Let's change this over to, I'm going to keep this here, but I'm going to put a separate one there. Change it over to George, that's George, for that font, so it matches. Here we go, here's George. All right, okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, I can put an extra S in there for us. Thank you. Bring that out of there. Let me see. Where are you? Let's see. All right. This is all you got to do, Crow. When you do your spelling check, if you're not sure with how things are spelled, you write it in, copy, paste it, send it through. It'll tell you whether or not if you spelled it correctly. If you spelled it correctly, then you just go back in, boom, easy. I want to make sure because I'm doing it with a different font and it looks weird on the font. So I want to make sure that it's exactly correctly in there. So we go back in, make sure we got it correctly and put it back in again. Boom. I spelled it correctly the first time. Just want to make sure. Let me see how we got scanned. Okay. So mind you, this is you're doing. You did this yourself at the end of the day. Mind you, I told you I was recording the entire transaction. And it was up to you to honor the agreement and send the product in correctly as you should. And you didn't do that. That's why we have this evidence against you now. I need to put this in bold. Here we go. Now we're going to put in here the unboxing, which is and at the bottom here, we got this right here. We need to put in where we won our dispute. Right here. So I'm going to have to take this page. As a matter of fact, I'm going to break this down into two. Yeah, I'm going to break it down into two, part one and part two. So that way we have enough room on the player. Bring it here, right there, and then grab me another one from this side. And we'll put this for the video player here. There. So be careful about how you say things out of your mouth. Telling me to go suck a donkey's, that's not going to look good when we show people this is what you're dealing with at the end of the day. This is how this person calls himself a professional. Curse words and profanity coming off your form site. We're talking to you, having a conversation with you, and this is how you're carrying yourself. That's not good. Let me see. We're going to grab from this one. We have, let's see, in the video player. Let's go right there. We'll leave it there. That's good. We need to grab this one over here. On the video player, we need to go where we got scammed at. And I said, where did it get you at the end of the day? You sent us down a product, no labels, puncture a hole in the side of it. Where did it get you at the end of the day? We got our money back on our account. And at the end of the day, they told us to throw it in the trash, and that's what we did. They didn't even tell us to send it back to you. They knew you were that much of a liar. So let me get this straight. You tarnished your name. You committed fraud in a transaction. You committed mail fraud on sending something that was not supposed to be true that you did. And you outed yourself to be an untrustworthy human being at the end of the day, not a person to do business with, just so we can get the money back on our account, win the claim, and have this evidence against you. Worked out, didn't it? Wow. That's what happens when you do dumb stuff at the end of the day. Comes back to bite you in the face, doing dumb stuff. Now we can go out there and say, don't do business with them. Personal experience, this is what we got. We ordered from him. This is our transaction. Show receipts and everything. These are canceled orders we got from him. I told you, don't do stuff like that. Don't give us evidence. Don't give us ammo. At the end of the day. Canceled, sent us an email telling us to buy whatever we wanted, and then canceled every last order. That's not good. At the end of the day, we can easily say at the end of the day, he can't back his products up. You can't argue that, because you can't. Partey ran his mouth, walking back and forth in his backyard. I bet you he won't do that nonsense again. Walked around his backyard making some statement about how I canceled. Oh man, you wish you never did that to me. You wish, I'm not trying to be rude here, man, but yeah, I had a few people say, man, you dogged that man out. You got dogged out pretty bad in that one. But don't do stuff like that. Don't make false accusations against me, because if I come in and back it up, I guarantee you it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. Especially when I have substantial evidence against you, it's not going to be pretty. I'm supposed to be afraid of you. I got recordings of you pulling down your entire marketplace because you were terrified of me placing an order. So much for your stuff being top grade, and it works at the end of the day, because it doesn't work at the end of the day. I can match your stuff to any house pan I can just look at easily. Went in his backyard, ran his mouth. I mean, you guys constantly Beavis and Butthead. I swear that's what you guys remind me of, Beavis and Butthead. You constantly embarrass yourself. Ren and Stimpy. You constantly embarrass yourself all the time. Like you guys sat up there and came with that dumb idea to basically, and we're going to post that too, that dumb idea to basically state that I sent him an email cursing him out because I canceled an order and Crow talked all this trash behind camera. You embarrassed yourself badly on that one. Did you not realize that we had the original email sitting in our account? You know how emails work? When they don't say you, they say the person in the email attached to them. They never say you unless your email is you or your name is spelled you. They don't work that way. But you thought you guys could come on there and fool people. I'm telling you, man, to be a fly on the wall, to hear you two come up with conspiracy theories to try to make me look bad is the most funniest thing ever. It's got to be hilarious. And you thought at the end of the day that I was that stupid? I got so much experience in business. People like you at the end of the day are considered to be nothing to where I'm used to dealing with people from corporations and businesses that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. And you two jokers come up here with the most dumbest ideas on the face of the planet. And I have to constantly embarrass you guys. So these individuals came up with this ingenious idea of basically Crow got on camera and stated about the cancellations and all this other crazy nonsense. And they took an email that Partey sent to me with all these nasty curse words in it and tried to make it look like I sent it to them. And I'm like, no, that's not true. That email was sent to us. So we showed the email showing Partey's information at the bottom, his website, his Facebook, his little information at the bottom of his email. It showed him sending it to us, the timestamp, everything they deleted out. And then Crow went into this, oh, well, here's an interesting video that he canceled on him, finding out that the order was never placed to us. We never got an order from him at all. And we never got a cancellation. But if you wanted to play that game, not a problem. So I went in and I purchased from him his samples. We got the 40, we got the 20, canceled. We went in and we ordered the Vega, canceled, and shut down the site for quite some time. Chose the shopping carts because it was afraid for us to order. Came out with this new stuff in 2022, went in and bought 2 of those. Both of those, money was put back into our account. And then when I went to go buy the third in the middle of the transaction, he pulled his marketplace, shut it down. And each time we took it, we got our money back. What did we do? We went back to your old original video and we played your video of you walking in your backyard stating that I canceled from you. Every time you canceled an order, I played the video. That's embarrassing. But that's what you bought on yourself. And I even gave you the opportunity to clear your name. Hey, at the end of the day, show me the transaction sheets. You should have 2 of them, one from PayPal, one from the server. Show it to me. Didn't show me anything at all, but I showed you all of yours. Every last one of them. I can go to my email account and I can bring up all your cancellations. Go to my email, bring up all Crow's cancellations. Yeah. Yep, yes sirree. Every single time. So at the end of the day, your credibility is gone. You don't have any credibility. You got nothing at all, period. What can you say? And then once we get your product down here and I put it through the tests, everything that I've been asking you to do about the multi-layers and all that stuff that you weren't doing, I'm going to do those for you. Every last one of those tests I'm doing for you. And we'll see if your product actually works. Because you sat there and said on your camera, you said, and then we'll get your product down there, and then we'll have some fun. Your name is still sitting in the box, buddy boy, right in the bottom of my kitchen sink. Place your orders. I can send it to your front door and you can watch my screen crush your stuff real quick. Until then, I will have your product down here on my table, and then we'll have some fun. And then we'll test all those theories you talked about on camera about this, that, and the other. I'm pretty sure I can make your product with just basic gray paint and steel water. A delivery system. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I took a clip of that video down to freaking over the Lowe's when I went to go pick up some stuff, and the guy was laughing his head off. Like, why in the world does anybody put water in? Is he trying to stretch it out? I said, no, it's a delivery system. He was in there and they're crying, laughing over your video. Delivery system for what? So you put water in there to keep it from evaporating. How would paint evaporate if it's sealed? What's the water for? Again, nonsense at the end of the day. Let me get the rest of these done real quick because I got labels to make today. And I got pictures to take, I got a room to paint. And then at the end of the day, when everything's done, we'll do the primer. We'll do the because I got to prime 2 screens for that. Let me see. We need that video where we got the boxing. We need that one. Right there. Same thing with Partey. Partey has never had, ever since I explained to him that I'm going to sue him for taking my pictures and doing that to it, he hasn't sent me one of those pictures since then. You know why? Because Partey talked to an attorney. I guarantee you did. I guarantee, I told you to go talk to an attorney. Ask him if I can't sue you. I guarantee you, attorney told you, yeah, he can sue you. Take everything you got from you. You took a man's picture, they gave you no permission, you altered them and tried to use that to embarrass him online. Yeah, I can sue you for it. I guarantee you. I haven't seen one picture yet. And I am going to sue you at the end of the day. I'm going to file a lawsuit against you. Got a nice piece of land. I plan to have it. I told you. At the end of the day, I told you right from the door. Do not do anything stupid that will have my lawyers sue you. I told you this. I gave you fair warning. And you're not. You ever see what Partey looks like? Oh, it's a video. It shows what he looks like. He's an old dude. I'm going to show you what he looks like. You're a grown freaking man. You should know better than this. I don't know how old, he's got about 50 something in the age range, but you should know better than this. You don't take someone's pictures and do that to it without their, you'd be sued for that. You're in Jersey, buddy. I know the laws in Jersey. I'm pretty sure your wife is probably screaming down your head right now. You did what? I'm pretty sure. You're going to lose your house now for doing something dumb. You better hope the bank owns it. And if you're talking about, you send me an email, you have all this money. Well, don't worry about that, buddy, because that's what the attorneys are designed to do, to go through all your financial records to find out how much money you have so we can take it from you. And I don't want it at the end of the day. I don't want nothing from neither one of y'all. I'm taking your money, get it right to charity. All that money's going to go right. Whatever you have is going to charity. Whatever you got to pay me is going to charity. And you could try to hide things and put them in separate books. We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll find it. We got one right here. Here's another video right here. Live talk with Crow, telling us no, he's not going to do this for his customers. We got all this stuff on here. This is all evidence against. It's all going on the blacklist. Oh, I've got to bring out more video players. Let me see. We got this one right here. Yeah, we got one here for identity theft. We got you on it. Oh, that's another charge right there for Crow, identity theft. That's another charge. You're just, man, you'll never, ever get it. Mike, I don't do this stuff at the end of the day. Come on, you gotta grow up, man. Common sense. You two are both somewhere. Crow's got to be somewhere close to baby in his late 40s. And you're almost going near 50. And y'all still acting like that. Here we go. This is it right here. Here's the product right there where you scammed us. Told you don't do stuff like this at the end of the day. Now I can take this evidence with basically the evidence where we win in our case from PayPal, and PayPal will back us in this, and we could file a complaint against you, get your website shut down. The slurs of you telling me to suck a donkey's joint, all that stuff you're posting, you can't do that on your Wix page. You can't. It's a violation on that. Did you read through your contract properly when you actually applied for your services over there? Yeah, you should have, because with all that evidence we have, we can get your page shut down, and I'm planning to. That's Crow scamming us. So that's going on the page right there. Let me see. Warning people, don't buy from him. He can send you black paint. He can send you black paint. He's not going to send you black paint in the day. Guarantee you he's pretty much going to send you everyday house paint. You're getting house paint at the end of the day. You're definitely getting that. You're definitely getting house paint. If you didn't already get a black and white paint already. All right, we need to put this one right here on the list. Where's it at? Here we go. I'm going to put that right there. Companies looking at that, they're going to look at that tomorrow. No, we won't order from him because at the end of the day, this guy could take our money and just send us down anything. Remember, you signed your name on the package. Did you not? Even more criminal evidence against you. You signed your name right on that package right there. That is your signature on there. So right there, we can say companies don't do business with them at the end of the day because this person's a potential scammer. We did business with them. We got nothing but black paint. We had to go file a PayPal complaint against them to get our money back. See how much damage you just did to yourself? So we can put a bulletin out. Hey, don't do business with this guy. This guy will send you black paint at the end of the day. You won't even get your product. You signed your name to the package. That's why I said being smart and being ignorant. Like I said, what's how that term go? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yep. And now we're going to post where we basically want our claim right here. And also, too, we're going to post it in your shipping policy that you have over here. I guarantee your shipping policy is probably still the same. Hold on for a minute. We need to dig that one up, too. Well, wait, before we do that, let me get this one done first. We need to get that one, and we need to get the black and white paint done. I want to save this right now. So we have this right here. That's on here. We got scammed. We got scammed. Okay, and we need to put in right over here, right there. Let me see. Here we go. We won our case. We beat y'all. Yeah, he thought you was going to keep my money. He literally thought he was going to keep my money at the end of the day. You thought he was going to keep my money. You must be desperate for money. You're going to sit there and try to keep my money at the end of the day. Try to take my, you know what it is? Because he posted some video about him basically that I'm lying in the claim and so and so and so. No, PayPal saw through your nonsense and we won. There you go. They saw through your nonsense and we won. That's going to go right over here. There we go. I need to go and get that again. All right, I'll just take it to our way. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to change this right here. How we got scammed. Yeah, scams. By Crow 1176. No, you can't get mad. You don't want to do it to yourself. Crow 1176. Told you not to do nothing stupid. I warned you. How we got scammed by Crow 1176 and won our case. PayPal case. There we go. Now, like I said, at the end of the day, for those of you who might got scammed by this guy, I don't even know how, I can't even help you with that. It's great paint at the end of the day. You really can't fight that at the end of the day. You can't. What he said he has it on his policy. If his policy hasn't changed on his site, I mean, the only way you can get around it, unless you basically can show he has two policies running at the same time. That's it. Other than that, I really couldn't help you on that one right there at the end of the day. I don't even know how you would even get around that, to tell you the truth. Let's go check something real quick. I need to go over and I need to, I'm going to my site right now. I'm pretty sure it's part of his curse words. He's probably angry right now. Talking about, no, you said, no, buddy, you're not getting off that easy. You're not getting off that easy. You're not going to continue to scam people. You're not getting off that easy. I'm going to make sure I got so much evidence. We're going to jump from so many stories. We're going to have so much evidence in your man. It's going to be ugly, man. We get done with you, man. You need this, man. At the end of the day, you got to stop doing this dirty stuff to people at the end of the day. 15. Man, good gracious, freaking house paint. Are you kidding me? Did you do any testing on your products? Good gracious, man. Unbelievable. Let's go over here real quick. I need to go grab his account real quick. His accounts, his cancellations. We got all these printed up anyway. We're got our slideshow. These are all Crows cancellations that we have. Every last one of them, original emails, all that stuff. We have it on here. This is all his stuff. We got Part D on the other side too. Let's see. Let's go over here. Let's see. I want to check his shipping policies. If he's still scamming people on his shipping policies. Let's see. Let's come over here. And again, I told you at the end of the day, you got to be careful because, like I said, its spelling is really, man, you should mind you. I've been telling him to correct this stuff for the longest time, and it's still the same way. Usually, like I said, when it comes to scammers, at the end of the day, they don't really care about the site. They're not going to put the effort into it. They're taking money from you at the end of the day. They don't care. They're not going to put the effort into you. So his site still looks the same way. Right here, he spelled court wrong. Court is C-R-T. Clearly he spelled that wrong. He changed it over to 100 to 135. It was 100 and that it was 135. It was 120 here, but he changed it over to that. That he did change. He went in and changed that. You have questions? Let me know. I'm here to help you, saving you hundreds. So you can see how we're putting pressure on him. He's basically, you need to clean it up even better than this. Do those tests that you make sure that your product is not what it say it is. He's going and changing stuff. You can see he's going and changing his page because he's getting pressure. There's people putting pressure on him right now. There's people questioning him. That's why he's going and changing it. But at the end of the day, you still have not backed your products. What's the difference between your product and a tablecloth? What's the difference between your product and black and white paint shown in your video? What's the difference between your product and the Sherwin-Williams? And still, look at the policy here. Delivery is still spelled wrong. As I said, don't even put the time and effort. Returns and return policy, once the product is delivered, that's still horribly wrong. That's horribly wrong. So he's saying once that product is delivered to your front door, it's yours. You can have a hole in it and it can be leaking paint all over the place. Well, I know this because we did order paint from Crow and it got here from a customer and it was leaking paint all over the package and everything. Now, under that policy, we wouldn't be able to get our money back because it was delivered to our front door. See, returns policy, once the product is delivered, no returns or refunds. Please make sure you ask any questions before you purchase is done. So what happens if the product gets there and it's busted and you got paint leaking all over the place? Now, mind you, at the end of the day, he didn't know this was coming to us. This was a customer who placed this order for us. So he didn't know it was coming to us. This is how they received it. They had to put it into another bag because it was leaking paint all over the place. It was a busted hole at the top, but he didn't know it was coming from us. Later on, he figured out who the fellow was and canceled the second order. The second order is for the Cinemax. That's what he canceled. And that's why he sent us the email telling us to buy whatever we wanted, because then he can keep track of who's buying who from him. But like he said, he couldn't honor that either because that's how we end up getting the 14 cancellations or 15 cancellations from him. You gotta be, like I said, we gotta know the difference. He's been changing stuff. You can see he's been changing stuff, but he's been changing stuff to cover his tracks at the end of the day. Look, there's one demonstration right there. Me writing on the screen. Ooh, I like that one. That was hot. And so if your product happens to match great paint, and it will at the end of the day, what's he going to exchange it for? More gray paint or black and white paint? He can't back his products up. If you ask him right now, can you show me a difference? Well, he can't show you a difference. So what is he going to exchange it for? What are you getting exchanged for? There's where we made our own black paint against our own screen right there. And that demonstration, I got to put the links up too. We got a page for us to back up our own, back in our product. It shows all our test demonstrations. I can't wait to load that page up. That's going to be tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of freaking videos. Because that's good for customers that want to come in. They want to see our test results. We can show them off. Yeah, there we go right there. There's our demonstrations on our black versus black demonstration right there. See that white in the middle? That's black technology pulling that image off at 1,000 lumens. That's a phantom. I'm gonna put those tests up there too. I'm gonna do the black on black test. We're gonna put those up too also. We're gonna do the demonstrations where we basically at the same time played part taste instructional video and painted two screens at the same time. As a matter of fact, I'm planning to do your instruction video and paint 135. See how fast I'll paint that one. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing a 4-code application on a screen. You've got to lost your mind at the end of the day. So we're going to put down your no return policy, which you have on your site right now, next to the video I got of a container coming to my house busted with paint all over the place. Well, under your policy, the customer cannot get his money back, or he can't even get an exchange. If that's your policy, because you don't have it in there, you don't have it written in there. That's something you can easily argue on that too. There's no way for you to, if your paint comes out leaking, and you can show proof of it leaking. Keep in mind, don't try that with us. Our containers are sealed and locked. You see how I lock mine, and yeah, we got them bags for them black. You know that black coating that goes on that material. You know what that does? Your paint can't leak. It stays within there. Your stuff is sealed in so well that I've had people complain about not being able to get their containers open. Yeah, your containers are sealed. You know, there's actually a light coating of rubber cement around the top of it. It's enough for you to break open, but it seals the container. Yeah, we got all them tricks, man. We know that. So we're gonna seal them up. Yeah, if somebody sends me, oh, it leaked. Yeah, I like to see it. Mm-hmm. That's why I spent all that money for that packaging. But not the way this thing came in. This thing came in where it was basically had one little piece of tape over the top of it. It was paint all over my hands. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? That he shipped this to a customer this way? Yeah, and then you got a policy telling people that they can't get their product if it lands on their property. What kind of dumb nonsense is that at the end of the day? This is right here? Yeah, it's the same container. This is where we gained the challenge for the outside. You never did that. I forgot to take you outside. I forgot. We got to take you outside. We got that. I'm gonna be outside anyway. I gotta be outside today on a 150-inch screen. You know, display keeps showing over and over again with the woman with the black makeup. We're doing that outside today on a 150-inch screen at 451. And then we're gonna have your product out there with it, doing the same demonstration on that Cinemax outside. So I better get downstairs and paint you up a nice big sheet. Because you were definitely going outside today, buddy boy. We got good weather today. We're about 50, no, 43. That's good enough for me. Throw a couple hoodies on, I'll be out. So I guess your personal mix, and your Metallica mix is supposed to be for the individual who sent the fake email about asking us to remove videos. Look. They're on the account. You know that, right? We need to delete them. They're on the account. If that was the case, and in that email as they were sent out was supposed to be hitting me the next day with some dumb nonsense, how come they didn't hit me? As a matter of fact, I just ordered 4 elite screens today, sample sheets today. So how they hit me? They know where I live at. They ship right to my house. That's right there. Look at that. Yeah, get out of that phony nonsense. But we know who we are. We kept them chatting for a while. Like I said, I had somebody trace your email. We know where you lay your head at. So my people I do business will be in contact soon. My attorneys will be contacting you soon. Yeah, don't do dumb stuff at the end of the day. I love when people do dumb stuff at the end of the day. You kept in there long enough for you to run messages back and forth, chasing your email the whole entire time. Don't you know I've done business with companies before? Companies, if they basically at the end of the day are going to send you that order, that crease and desist, what they call it, right? Don't send the order. They don't contact you by email. An attorney will send that to your front door and it'll come in a certified letter for you to sign for it. That's how it comes. That's how you get them. That's how we got ours from Screen Innovation. It came in a certified letter by the attorneys. And I was able to call them and talk to the attorney. Let's see. Not before that one. Definitely not before that one. We need that unboxed. I want people to see. Just be careful that your packages are going to could come busted. They could come open. Anything could happen. And at the end of the day, because of that policy there, you're doomed. We actually matched this stuff to primer and M&M silver. That's another test we ran right there, and it matched. Oh my goodness, man. But the everyday paint, that's the best one. That's the best one because we only put nothing in that. Nothing in it at all, period. Just take it out, paint it onto the surface, and you're done. That's it. I got to fill the blacklist up. We need more testing. And like I said, we got other people out there on eBay that make screen paint products. At the end of the day, we don't care about them because they're not out there making these stupid, outlandish, freaking claims that their products do this, that, and the other. I saw that Black. Personally, to me, Crow, telling you right now, I saw the demonstration that you did where the woman with the black makeup on, really in the dark. That's just, really? All right. You can't, as I said, we got your product over here. It doesn't do that. But if you're saying that your product can produce in a fully lit environment in a max out zone like we had downstairs, you wouldn't mind doing that demonstration today to show us all, right? If what we had downstairs is fake. It'll never be done. It doesn't make a difference if you do it or not. But the bottom line, that's your Cinemax in that container. And thank you to the customer who sent it out. I guess in the container, we don't have the Metallica mix either. That's not in there either, right? That's fake. Personal mix is fake too. Oh, that's fake, right? Okay. It's fake, right, Crow? So let me get this straight. The mix that we have downstairs, Cinemax is fake. And the other mixes we have are fake, right? Yeah. Guess what? That matches your product too. What do you guys say about that too? That's your product right in that container right there. Shipped to us by someone who bought it, a customer bought it for us. I guess that's fake too, right? It's the same color as your Cinemax. Literally. You're not even putting an effort in anymore. Look how he taped it up. See how busted it came up? See how all the paint's leaking all over the place? The customer had to stick it inside of another bag because that much paint was leaking out. And you got a shipping policy on your website that tells customers at the end of the day, if a package lands on their property, they can't get any their money back. They can't even get any, no refunds, no nothing. Not even equal exchange, nothing at all. You should have a policy there that says clearly, hey, if your package lands here and it's busted up, we'll try to work with you on getting you another one. Or we'll try to put an equal exchange. You should have that on there. You don't have nothing. You just have straight into the point. No, if it lands here, it's your package. So if your package comes, your customer's package coming looking like this, at the end of the day, they're stuck with it. And mind you, he didn't even know this was coming to us. This was shipped by somebody that, now mind, if he knew this was coming, do you think that paint would have been the color it is? No, he probably would have did something weird to it. No, that paint came like that was shipped to a customer that he didn't even know. Random customer. We got to get the paint from him. And look how much paint leaked out. And your policy says at the end of the day that customer is stuck with it, because that's what it says. There's nothing else more to it. I had to go back to the sink. I had to wash my hands off 3 or 4 times. Don't even taking it. You're not even taking the time to even send good containers out. You're shoving stuff in busted containers. That container had several dents in it. Not only had several dents in it, you could feel the side of it. You could feel the residue from the old tape that was on it. So it was probably a recycled container that you sent out to the customer. There was a hole about right there in a container that you tried to tape over and sent it out anyway. That's why I said when scammers get to a point where they start stealing from you, they're not gonna put no time into that. They're gonna just take your money. This is how much paint we lost. We had enough to do the sample sheet. That's literally how much paint we lost out of that. That's messed up. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna put this up under your shipping policy. By talking about buyer beware, do not buy from you. How you package your package. All that paint leaked out, and you got a policy that says you don't get your money back, or you can't get an exchange. Where's the whatchamacallit setter for the wicks? Right here. We need to put down this. We got this right here. That's where we when it came. We're gonna come here. We're gonna put down one for the shipping policy, crooked shipping policy, and to show our results of how we had a product shipped to us. Let me see. Let's review it here for a minute. That's why I told you at the end of the day, because of that policy, you do know when you go buy something on Wix, this little icon, a box will pop up in the corner and say, do you agree to the policies that are actually written on this page? And you click that off. There you go. He says no returns if it lands on your property. So if you get a container that looks like that, guess what, buddy? You're stuck with it. There you go. Because he's going to fight it. He's going to definitely fight it when he gets over to PayPal. He's going to fight it. Just like he tried to do that false claim with that black paint. Yeah, he's going to try to fight it any way he can. Let's put a divider in here. We need a divider. Let me see. We need a divider. Is that decoration? That's decoration. Yeah, we need one right there. Decorate for that one. And then we need to put a text right here. Let's see. Right, the text right there. And put it in this one. Pretty much it is a shipping policy scam at the end of the day. Shipping policy scam. You have several shipping policy scams on your. Well, first one you had one was basically that package that was bought. Let me see. We got one where we purchased off the website. We paid $23 for the shipping. The package came in a mailer, which cost $8. Do the math on that one. Let me see what we got going on here. We're going to go back to this right here. And we're going to put under this one. Take this out. Now, a good thing for me, I was not planning to paint an entire screen with it. We just needed enough for a sample sheet. That's all we needed. That's what we have downstairs. That metallic 2.0 we had, that's the actual paint right there. So we just needed enough. That's all we needed. If I was painting an actual screen, oh, that'd have been a problem right there because you didn't have enough there to do it. We had just enough for the sample sheet, and that was it. Just enough. And that's the same paint that we used When we went on, we used the black and white tutorial video where he was showing you how to make the product for free. Yeah, we reduplicated this product with 4 tablespoons of 10 tablespoons of black paint. We did one with 4, we did one with 10. Off his tutorial video. So you're gonna whine and cry and say those labels are fake too, and that's not we're either, or the other products we got from you. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, right. All right, let's go put this up over here. And we already did a whole tutorial on your whole policy, so we don't need to put that in there. But it's good to see that we can come back a couple of weeks later and it's still the same thing, that you haven't changed it at all. You changed other things in there, but you haven't changed it at all, period. Of course, he's not going to change that because there's no way for you to fight that at the end of the day. So you buy the product and you get it home and you see my video by accident, you go, oh shoot, what the freak is this? And you go buy that paint and you find out, what the freak? How are you going to argue that? That's why he has it there. That's to reinsure him 100% guarantee that that product is going to be yours and yours only. Even if you do find out at the end of the day, it's just house paint. Now, like I said, simple and plain. I say this in every demonstration. If anything I'm talking here is nonsense, bullcrap, and can't be backed up in any way, and I'm a complete fake, all he has to do is go down and pick up. He can do the black and white paint demonstration against his own tutorial video. He can do the tablecloth demonstration. There's a YouTuber who has his screen paint he made. He can do that one right there. There is a digital one, crystal screen paint. He can do the Sherwin-Williams. Up to you. Either way, doesn't make a difference. And show a difference between night and day. That's all you got to do. Now, if he hasn't done it since last year, then guess what? He's never going to do it. But your product matched house paint at the end of the day. House paint. Right there, shipping policy, scan policy. Right there. And that's one. Let's go to another one here. Right there. All right, this one we are going to put in for the product that was opened up right there. Let's see, here's the one we got, the product that was opened up and shipping. Copy that one, put that one right there for that one. And it doesn't help you out at all because keep in mind, we got one container of paint over there. We got black paint that's leaking. And we got another one here that's busted from another customer. It doesn't look good. Let me see what we got going on here. We need to bring this down a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to take this one out. And we're going to put the one in here. So that's my container coming in. So we got 2 unboxing videos right next to each other. This one, where you scammed us. And the second one we got from a customer. Not looking good for you. That's what, so you got to do things, man, by the book, man. Even when you ship that to the customer, you not knowing that being us, you should have did a much better job in packaging it up. That thing was just a little piece of tape over the top. We had to hold that. It was a recycled container. Should have never shipped that out to a customer. And this one right here is for your I know the naysayers are upset. They're hating on it. Yeah, you're hating on it because you support scammers. That's why. You don't mind people coming in and taking advantage of other people or tarnishing the company, the industry's name. You don't mind that. You like that. You probably get a little cut yourself off of it. Who knows? Let me see. We need for that one. That one right there. There's a site right there. There's a shipping policy. So after I showed you with the container being busted open and paint leaking all over the place, and it wasn't even shipped to us. That was a customer who ordered from him. Yeah, there's your policy right there. Your policy right there at the bottom telling people at the end of the day, if that package is delivered, and again, you spelled delivered wrong, you're just not going to fix it, or you're just going to leave that just the way it is. But then again, you don't care because you're scamming people anyway. So why take the effort to change? You know how lazy you would have to be to not go in and just change one word on your site? How lazy you would have to be at the end of the day. That's been like that since last year. He don't care because at the end of the day, like I said, as long as he gets your money, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Doesn't make a difference if your containers come busted, leaking paint, if dog urinate them, they got crushed or whatever. That is your product at the end of the day. You find out it matches great paint, well, guess what? That's your product at the end of the day. You just paid $80 for great paint on the side of your wall. So much you're doing for research on your projector, ain't it? You put all that money and time for your projector, and went through all that effort to get that nice projector just to basically hit your projector with house paint. Doesn't even have any proper information on this product here. Look at this. There's no product information here. This is messed up. The mix is my. We read this before. We read this nightmarish before. There's no product information. Where's the product information on when you're buying this product? I'm pretty sure when you buy your projector, if you saw just this up there, you wouldn't buy the projector, would you? This is my favorite mix. One of my mixes. It will give you well-balanced picture from your projector. Well-balanced picture. What the heck does that even mean? Well-balanced picture. It works best with 2200 lumens and up. Test it with 1080p and 4K. There's not even a space where the 4K comes at. And 4K. Great with some light environments. I told you at the door. What did I tell you when we did the reality screen downstairs? With some environments, which means you're going to be in the dark at the end of the day. 1 quart spelled incorrect. Abbreviation for that is just QT, not QRT. Covers up 100 to 135. This is my, what the frick has he got here written? This is my favorite. Now he changed this one already because it was 1 up to gray mix. Now he has it at 1 quart, covers up 100 inch to 135. This is my favorite, using it with ultra. Good gracious. That's even worse than the last time we read through this. I'm not trying to be, look, you guys may be saying, oh, you're just coming. No. He had, you can just spelling checkers. Even right now, I'm doing my site over again. I have to go through a spelling checker, grammar checker, through everything on the site over and over and over again to make sure you got everything correct. Just a few minutes ago, because I was looking at the way scam was written, and the font was looking a little weird, like, is that spelled correctly? I went in and checked it myself. You have to check these things. But his site makes him look like either he does not know what he's talking about, or maybe he's illiterate, or whatever's going on, but it doesn't make him look professional. He needs to have somebody go over and check this stuff for him. But it's even worse than what before. 1 quart. He even has 1 with an I here. That's not supposed to be an I there. It's 1. And then he has down, and then this is supposed to be a space where the 4K is. He started with the capital in the middle of a sentence right here. All this he could correct, but he refuses to, like I said, at the end of the day, because he really doesn't care. As long as it's giving him money at the end of the day, or he can milk somebody of it, why even change it? Why even bother? But right here it says, great with 4K and great with some light environments. We work with all light environments. We don't have an issue with that, so that's another story on. 1 quart covers up 100 inch to 135 inch. This is my mix favorite. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. Using it with ultra short throw projectors is amazing. So it's categorizing 1 projector. So people looking at this are only going to work with ultra short throw projectors. But anyway, 1 quart covers up to 100 to 135. This is my favorite. Using it with. This is my favorite. Using it with ultra short throw. No. Let me see what we got here. Anything else in this? Look, and that's it. This is it. This is all you're going to get for your category page. That is not, you're supposed to have more information than that. Let's go over here to my page right here. We just put a new upgrades to the page. Yeah, there's my slideshow showing off all my outdoor screens. Yeah, while you're over there looking at these little tiny screens, I'm outside showing 150-inch screens being displayed outside. Customer demonstrations, customers video demonstration, testimonies. Demonstrations on why you do not want to go near a gray screen paint product, because your screen will look like this at the end of the day. By the way, that's a 5,000 lumen Christie projector nailing that screen right now, and you still can't get the image to pull correctly. Look how badly that looks. Oh, now you know better than that, Ladybug. I had to go in there. This is what we're doing, right? Editing the site. So all this right here, it's got to be done. I gotta put a description under each one of these. When a customer comes in to get product information, he's supposed to get information on what he's buying. If I'm buying me a projector, I want to know everything there is on the projector. And this is what comes when you do tests. Product information, product information, product information. All that information. Everything you have here, all this information is in there. That's how much information you literally have to have on a screen paint product. You have to explain everything, and I mean everything on there. This is what you get for product information on his site. That's it. Looks like a wish list. Even wish lists, I think, give you more than that. So even the site looks shiesty. That's one of them right there. See, that's the one that is, which one is it? Let me see. So that's supposed to be, that's the label, right? This is when he cried and whined about the label being fake. Stop changing your labels all the time. Guess what, buddy? Right there. See those little symbols that you have right there? Same symbols you got right there. Did all that crying and whining on camera for nothing. Here's your product right here. Same thing. Told you we had it. Went on there and made these fake labels. Again, being Crow, saying there's something about labels, not label. And later on, everything calms down. I told you, we calm things down, keep the pressure off of him a little bit. He starts getting comfortable again. He goes back to his old scammy ways. Yeah, that's his label, buddy. He's got it right there on his website. All he did was just alter and change it. But guess what? Same thing. Right over there, buddy. And that same little watermarks you have right in here and here and here. Same little watermarks you have right there. And there, and there, and there. Yeah. But you know what Crow did? Crow went in and made these fake labels and said, this is what, at the end of the day, I'm going to call them dum-dum. At the end of the day, you realize that when we did the unpacking, we didn't have labels on our container. None. You didn't send us any labels. I just sat there and said, no labels on the container. Open it up. So why in the world would you go do a demonstration of saying that how we got sent this fake container, we got a fake container over here, if we got a black container with no labels on it? So where these magical labels come from? And then you come up and you show this label right here that has the same markings that we have here, watermarks on our label here. So you want to make this whole fiasco video about fake labels to try to say, oh, you know, so and so. Meanwhile, this is your real container right here. And he keeps going to change your labels. Our labels don't change. Our labels stay the exact same way. Every time we ship one, it's the same way. He constantly changes labels all the time. Probably trying to get over, probably somebody he probably scammed on eBay, or probably he scammed on, no, that's not my container. This is what my labels look like right here. I didn't send him out that product. I guarantee you. Or try to use the excuse where he changed the label, so and so and so. Nobody, at the end of the day, guess what? Label me this, label me that. Hey, I got something for you. Do a demonstration backing your product up at the end of the day. If that's not what's your product in that container, you should have no problem taking some Sherwin-Williams. And it looks like you darkened your product too on top of that. Look at that. Darken the product. Always doing something dirty. Always doing something dirty. We all know his product was never that dark. Never that dark. Never. Always doing something dirty. When was the Cinemax ever that dark? You can go back to his old videos and you can see the Cinemax was never that dark. Now all of a sudden it's darker now. Always doing something dirty. At the end of the day, buddy, it is what it is. Your product, at the end of the day, we can get the same color to match that too. And that's what they do. They constantly try to change things up. So I told you, you want to come in and change the color of the paint, change your product, and try to do something to distance himself what he has here. It doesn't make a difference what color you make. At the end of the day, you're still going to have to test your stuff. So now he's trying to make it a little bit darker so he can separate himself from the lighter stuff. Now, a scammer is a scammer at the end of the day. You still have to back your product up, because I'm telling you something. I can look at that product and I can actually get something out to match that too. You're still going to have to back your product up. That is the fakest image ever. Look at that. That entire demonstration is done in the dark. And he's trying to show, oh, but I can give you a contrast level. No, the heck you can't. Let me show you our pictures. This is on our page. That's what I told you. When you watch the demonstrations, they will keep that in the dark. And I'm going to tell you something. Before you buy, I don't care if you change this paint to a different color. Before you buy any screen paint from this individual, you need him to back his products up. Go in and back it up to the, if he's going to try to change up to something new, have him back it up to the original products. Because all they're doing is just changing the wagon a different color and just showing you the same wagon. That's all. Let me see. Here's my demonstrations right there. Now sitting in the dark. So how is it possible that your product is supposed to be better than ours, yet I'm doing this demonstration in a max out zone with no problem? And in your demonstration, your screen is sitting in the dark. Sitting in the dark. There you go. That's where you're going to be at, in the dark. You can't produce it outside. It's not going to work. And like I said, the contrast over he's picking up is from the projector. But no, you can't do this for the environment. Like I said, today, if you want, I can give that a challenge too. Another one, max out zone, same image for the environment, pull the exact same level you're seeing here in the dark. That's never going to be done. But right now, we're not got time to get in these challenges. He's never going to do them at the end of the day. What we need to do is test his product. As I can see by the color of the Cinemax, he's changed the color of it, which means the reason why he did that is because the other one matched house paint at the end of the day. That gives you an even bigger red flag. So he just changed the product that fast, changed the labels and everything, which we have now the same labels. We have the labels right now. That originally came with his package. That's what they came with. That same watermark, it's right there. So yes, those are his labels. He's the ones he's been using. That's the one he shipped out to the customer. That's the one the customer shipped out to us. This is his Cinemax right here. The only thing he done now different with the Cinemax, he made it slightly darker now. So that way he can basically get away from the fact that his product matched a house paint. And that's all the more basically not to spend any money on this fellow. But we're going to still run those tests regardless. As you can see, that is a much, much, much darker product than he was shown before. I told you that. I sat there and told you at the end of the day, what did I say? I said that from all these demonstrations, if he matches that house paint, he's going to have no choice but to change the color of his product. I told you he's going to do it. Because now you can sit there and say, oh, this one's different. This doesn't match house paint at the end of the day, so and so and so. Yeah, but the problem you're going to have with that, because you made it darker. And like I said, when you deal with that black and white paint product, the white levels drop. His white levels are going to drop like crazy because now he doesn't have that lighter mix to do that. And he's still not going to pull contrast levels at all whatsoever. All right, I need to get that one, and we need to get, let me see, what do we got here? Everything lined up. Did we get we got the policy, right? Where's the policy at? I think the policy is here. Let me see, we gotta go back to the policy. That's the bus, the container. We need the ship out policy. That's what it is. We want our case again, so. Now, I'm looking at probably, I'd say the paint that would match. I'm looking at container. It's something called software. I think it's software. Sherwin-Williams software. Let me see. Sherwin-Williams software. Software. Color. Let me see. Software interior. Gray. Let me see. Image. There it is right there. That's software. That right there, that color right there would match your product you have now. It would not only match your product, it would probably put up a higher white level too. Easily. I can tell, you can just look at your paint, I can tell what color it is from the door. It's software SW774. The other one was 773. So what this one would do, this one would give you the same contrast as he's pulling off on his, but it would give you a slightly higher white level. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Now here's another one that'll work perfectly too. This is called Web Gray. Web Gray SW775 would also do it too. That will give you the same color. Exact same color with no problem. See how his is a little too dark right here? The problem he's going to have here, he's going to have a hard time pulling a contrast level off of this. That's going to, not contrast level, his white levels are going to drop by a great deal. It's going to react something like, it looks a lot like the UV. That's what it looks like. Hold up for a minute. It's by almost the same color as the UV. What I tell you, it's the same color, almost the same color as the UV mix. Same color. Yep. The UV mix, the problem with the UV mix is it's too dark. It pulls up too high of a contrast level and the colors come out really dirty, very, very dirty. That one, if you're going to make a duplicate of that, I would go with the software. That one would be a little bit lighter. Your white levels will come up a little bit higher, a little better than that right there. I can tell just by looking at it. That's what you want to go with. So you want to go with this color right here. See, the color is almost the same color as his, but it's going to be a little bit lighter. That's what you're going to get from it. I can match this up easy. See the color sheet right here? So in that color, you don't want to go near here because that's the color where the UV's laying at. You want to stay away from that. You want to be somewhere in here. This is Web Gray. And you want to be somewhere in, I would say somewhere in here and here. This is where you want to be at. You don't want to be over here, right here at all, period. But you want to be in these two areas right here. This, if you want your contrast levels to be a little darker, this one right here would give you a fair contrast and white level at the same time. You can match that product with these two right here. And this one right here is going to be SW775 Web Gray. And the other one is going to be software at SW774. I told you, I can look at it and tell exactly what color the product is. That's all I was able to do when I looked at this product, the network gray. And look at that, I can tell if I look at whatchamacallit. Right here, these are the same two colors that would match a Partate's product, no problem. You wouldn't be able to see, you're not going to see a difference between night and day with that, and at all. And that's $23 a gallon. That's what I would go with. There's 2 in there, that would do it. Let me put that information in for y'all, so nobody else forget it. That's it. Just by looking at the color, I can tell by it, just by looking at it. See the color right here? It's too dark. That right there is going to have an issue. It's going to react exactly like the UV mix. Now, if he wants to and he wants to prove me wrong, all you have to do is just take that darker color, put it up on a white screen, and show a white snow level. And see it basically if his product can basically blend into the snow level as our dark technology does. That's what you have to do. But your color is matching a lot like this. But I would say that's somewhere in the range of probably, I would go with either the, make sure we get this down for you guys right from the door, Sherwin-Williams. This would be Web Gray. Web Gray at 775. Let me see. Make sure we get this right. Web Gray at 775. Let me see, after the video, we need, let me see. Let me see, you're gonna put in, Sherwin-Williams Web Gray 775. See, told you. That's the color of his paint right there. That fast, that quick. Told you I used to be a painter. Used to be a painter. Yep. That fast. There you go. Any one of his products he pops up there, I can get the color of it just by looking at it. And it'll match, I guarantee it. We just did it already. I just did one just literally right there with the network gray. There you go. That's this green color right there. Now with this one, it's like I said, it's not going to be too dark. He has it too dark. This one is better, and I'll tell you why. Because he mixed that himself, which means he probably put a lot of black paint into it. This, you're going to Sherwin-Williams at the end of the day. So they have a machine that's going to do it. It's going to come out much better. Let's see. We're going to go over to... Because he's not going to continue to scam people. That's not going to happen. Got the back. He said, well, you're... No, buddy. I can back my products up 100%. I can go buy black paint. I can throw it against my screen. I can back my work up. You can't back your work up. Gave you what? Gave you one tablecloth. One tablecloth. I have 4 downstairs that I can throw against my screen. You can't do that. So at the end of the day, it just shows you are scamming people. And we're not going to allow you to scam people anymore. Here we go. This is where you're going to put down. That right there is going to be Sherwin-Williams at the bottom. That's the paint you want. That is going to match the stuff that he has in the container. Like I said, at the end of the day, the reason why he changed his product is because his product matched that network gray. That's why he changed it. Oh, this is the new stuff. This is so much. No, buddy. At the end of the day, until you can back your products up, you need to basically do those demonstrations that you were previously asked. Going in and changing your product to something completely different and trying to rebrand it as something else. No, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So this is what your customers are getting today. They're getting something that will basically do the same thing your product will do with no problem whatsoever. I'm going to scam them out of another $80. Sherwin-Williams software. Software is the, now software is going to be a little bit lighter, but it's going to give you better white levels, much better white levels. That's an SW, so that is the software SW. That is 774. Copy this one, put this one over here. He calls himself being slick, changing the color of the paint. Good luck with that one. You're not scamming anybody. Let's see what we got over here. We need it right here. Is it here? Is it here? I think it's here. Nope, that's not. That's the other video. We need it here. There we go. So Sherwin-Williams. This one is going to be a little bit lighter. This is a software grade. These are both cost you. If you get it in super paint, that's what you want to go with. It has really good coverage with the super paint. Go with the super paint and you get it interior. This is going to be SW. I'm getting that cap in there right, probably incorrect. SW775 right there. That's what you want right there. And these will be $23 a gallon. That'll be activate right now for you. There you go. Yeah, just by looking, I can tell what it is from the door. And you don't have to put nothing. Just paint on your wall and you're finished. That's it. As a matter of fact, I got a gray tablecloth downstairs. I guarantee to match that too, with no problem. I just bought the gray one. So there you go right there. That's all you need to do is get those two. This one right here, if you want the software, is going to be a little bit darker. The web gray is going to be a little lighter. Either way, both of them are going to be able to match this product. And if not, it's going to be a small little slight difference over 23 versus 80. Trust me when I tell you that. So don't get robbed. At the end of the day, you know, I told you this was going to happen at the end of the day. The fact that there are going to be people asking him, putting pressure on him to do those tests. And now he's got to father himself away from those light products. He's got to going into products that don't look anything like his products. At the end of the day, he's still selling the same product. It does the exact same thing as Sherwin-Williams, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, because there's no test behind it. This new product he made, did he do any tests at all? Any tests at all were done? I bet you no tests were done at all, period. He's doing side by side to other great products, because you do know, Jamie, at the end of the day, that even if your product is darker than the other one, you still have to do tests with paints that are the same color, sheets that are the same color, fabrics that are the same color, showing that your product here does not compare to any one of those. Just changing the color does not make it so that you don't have to do those tests. You still have to do them. So guess what? Get cracking, Jackson, because now you got more tests to do on top of that, which means you're going to have to start finding fabrics. And matter of fact, the stuff I just gave you a few minutes ago, you can take that down for yourself and do the test today. So now you're going to have to do the test against the software gray at 770, at 70, what's what we have for that one? He's got two of them to do now. We're going to give you those today to do. You think you're slick, that you're going to go in and change the color and go, oh, this is completely different. No. Now you're going to have to go out and you have to find a surface and paints that match this color to show there's no difference. You can't get away that easy. I'm sorry. So we got two paints right here for him to test. He's going to have to do. You guys can do it yourself. It's Sherwin-Williams Web Gray SW775. Sherwin-Williams Software SW770. What should be 774? Oh, they're both 775. Let me check that sheet real quick to make sure we got this correct for you guys. I want to make sure they can't be both 775. This one is 775. Software is 774. Okay, oopsie. Let's get that fixed for you right now. 774. I want to make sure we get that right. So software is 774. That's what we want on that one. All right, there you go. And he changed the color. I told you it was going to happen. I told you he was going to do this. The minute we start bringing out the tablecloth and all that stuff, yeah, he was going to change the color that quick. Change the color, try to make it a little darker, saying this is different. This is my new mix. This is my new product. No, you don't get away that easy. Guess what? You're still going to have to do the test. You're still going to do it. And we're still going to be testing your other stuff here as we go along, because there are customers who have purchased your products now, and all of a sudden you changed it to something even darker now, which is funny because at the end of the day, you claim that Cinemax paint is light paint and better than this and better than that, and you're just trying to slowly switch over to a darker product, because even though you know at the end of the day, the lighter products do not do anything at all. They don't have the ability to pull contrast and color. But the problem you have now, when you deal with the mix that dark, one of the problems you're going to run into is you're not going to be able to pick up now. Your white levels are going to start dropping dramatically. And if you have anything there, like a heightener, to be able to get the white levels to boost, much like on the certified screens that have reflective surfaces, the problem you're going to have is your white levels are going to come out really dirty, which means now he's going to have to start doing demonstrations on white snow levels like we have to do all the time. And he's going to have to show a huge difference. Well, buddy, get cracking, because we got some more paints for you at the end of the day, and we got some more paints for you guys at the end of the day. We'll do some more research. But just by looking at the container here, if his product is this color, like say this is the color of the product right here, yeah, you could do that easy with software. You can do it easy with the web. Easy, it's called. Make sure we got these down here for you guys correctly. All right, yeah. The Sherwin-Williams Web Gray will do the same thing, and the Sherwin-Williams Software Gray will do the same thing. His product is just a little bit off from the UB. That's the UB mix right there. That's it right there. That's the UB. A little bit off from the UB. So just by looking at this and testing this stuff, and this stuff is pretty bad when it comes to white levels, that's going to react the same way. This would be a little bit more gentler on the white levels at the end of the day because this is dark, but it's a little bit lighter. So you're going to get a tad better white level than his product. There you go. $23 a gallon, that's what it should get. And you want to get the super paint. You don't want to get anything more than that because anything else is just going to cost you a little bit more. You definitely want to go with the super paint. So you want to go with, I'm going to do that over top for you guys. At the bottom, that we have that there for you guys. As for the super paint, that's what you want. It's $23 a gallon. That's all you're going to pay. Super paint. Because after what I saw, what the Network Gray did, that stuff will do the exact same thing. It'll do the same thing. Nothing different. Just because he changes the color doesn't mean he's going to say, oh, it's different. No, it'll do the same thing. That's all. Sherwin-Williams, it seems to be a good match on everything. Let me see. Network Gray. Let's see. Super Paint. That's the brand you want to get. It's called Super Paint. And it should be around, sorry about that. Let's bring that up. It should be around $23 a gallon. So you're going to pay $23 a gallon. Yeah. There you go. Oh, I'm telling you, never stop scamming. Unbelievable. Never stop scamming. And that's the same labels he cried and whined about, sitting there saying that, no, that's not my labels, that's not my labels, that's not my labels, that's not my labels, that's not my labels. Yeah, you cried and whined about. That is your labels, buddy. Went up there and did fake labels to try to say that's not your labels. And then when things calm down, you go and you put the real labels up. That is your labels right there. Boom, same labels. And my paint's been sitting out in the rain for a while. Yeah. Stop doing fake labels. It's unbelievable how this guy just keeps on scamming at the end of the day. All right. Yeah. So we got everything here on the page. We need that, whatchamacallit, that policy on his shipping policy. We did one demonstration on that right there on the shipping policy. We need that right there. We'll come out of here. I need, let me see, under whatchamacallit, someone. So we need that one for the shipping policy scam. Let's see. Yeah, don't buy any paint from him until he does those tests against those products. And again, you want to see a difference between night and day. So you request from him, say, hey, look, before I purchase this product from you, I seen you change the color of your paint. And mine, it's the same person that kept going on and on about how darker screen paints were bad and you don't want to go near them. But yet he's changing his product slowly over to a darker paint. You need to see at the end of the day if that product is not matching any great primer at the end of the day too. Bullseye makes a great primer. Because at the end of the day, I said there's only a certain amount of time where he's going to start getting to a point where he's just going to start shipping you over great paint. And that product looks exactly like that web and that software. Let me see what we got going on here. Now you got plenty of people out there, just because you changed the color of your product, you got plenty of people out there who have that Cinemax. And the reason why he changed the color on the Cinemax, I'll tell you why, because at the end of the day, people, he knows that the product we have down here is the real deal. That's why he changed the color of it. That's why. He sat there, like I said, and whined and cried about those labels. All that, that's not my labels, that's not my labels. That's not my labels. And there his labels are sitting right there on that container. Oh, give me likes and take away my likes don't bother me at the end of the day. You guys know how I feel about that. We get people get mad over that because they get upset at the end of the day. Look, at the end of the day, it's your money. I keep telling you, I'm not the one to scam you. My customers get what they paid for at the end of the day. I can walk through my house right now, fire my screens up, and most of y'all have that product. You can't even do that. You can't even compete with my demonstrations at the end of the day. So you already know from the door how my product looks like. Let me know if any of y'all right now can basically, who have this product, can basically do any of the demonstrations I have right now. Matter of fact, I had to go outside on a 150 inch at 451. You can meet me out there if you want. We can do a Starfield demonstration together. Oh, you can't go, can you? All right, then you just stay in the house in the dark because that's where you're going to be at. Can't be out there with us on that. Your technology, and I ain't call it technology, it's paint. You literally have paint. At the end of the day, your stuff matches tablecloths. A tablecloth. I got a tablecloth downstairs, the same color as the screen paint right now. You match a tablecloth. So, and you come up at the end of the day matching tablecloths. You come up at the end of the day matching everyday paints. your black and white products at the end of the day, multiple cancellations, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to rename and try to rebrand your product. Where's it at? Where's the other at? Right there. We got it from here. That's a tablecloth right there. Let me see right there. The house paint. And he just changed the wagon a different color. He's going to sell it right back to you. Now, I'm not going to call y'all dummies at the end of the day. Those of you who do know what it is and you still buy, you're an idiot at the end of the day. Those of you that are buying for the first time and you don't know, I feel sorry for you. I really do. I wish you the best of luck. But I did put something there for you to help you out. I need that one on that policy. Let me see how to pay the policy, shipping policy. It's on the screen right there. Exposing Crows haters. Yeah, so right there. Yeah, we got all y'all locked in over here. We got all y'all haters. We got you all locked in there. That's for something else. We're building a page for you guys. Sherwin-Williams Network Gray. Let me see right here. Right there. Crows return policy scam right here. There it is right there. And still hasn't changed his policy. Your policy is still, if it lands on your property, it's yours. So even with the paint being gray, say if he ships it to you dark gray and it busts open, you're still stuck with it. How are you going to still argue it? You can't argue. You still can't argue it at the end of the day. Because the two colors I just gave you is going to match this product. And I'm going to tell you something. If you don't believe me, if it doesn't match, it's going to show such a close difference to it that at the end of the day, there's no reason you going out and spending $80 to $90 for a product that you can do for $23 a gallon. Right there from the door. But we'll give him that opportunity to do it today. And if he doesn't do it today, or we'll give it tomorrow, he'll have until tomorrow to do it. And if he doesn't do it by tomorrow, then you already know what you got. Yeah, you can ask him yourself, you're buying it. Why are we asking him? You should ask him yourself, you're buying it anyway. But we need it for the blacklist anyway. Let me see. This is right here. This is the one where we did and I told you, we did this, when we did this video, way back on his shipping policy, right? And his policy is still the same. Still the same. Yeah. Let me see. Shipping policy scam. We're going to put that right here as home. That's the editor right there. See, we saved it, right? We saved it. Now I had a customer go in. He bought 3 gallons. 3 gallons. Our gallons are like $3.50 a pop. He bought 3 gallons from us of the wrong paint. Literally bought the wrong paint. He bought it for front projection. He bought it for rear. Now, instead of him going back in and having to spend another 3 gallons at $3.50 a pop, we went in and replaced his entire order, shipped him out, because he can clearly show where he made the mistake. We can see where he made the mistake at. He ordered the wrong stuff. He showed us what he was doing, the project he was working on, because yeah, we're going to ask for all that, everything. So he showed us all that information up front. After looking through all our stuff, going through everything he was doing, make sure everything was legit by the book. We sent him out an extra 3 gallons of the product that he needed, which was a black Phantom, not the invisible version. You got to be to work with your customers at the end of the day. I've shipped customers free projectors. I have customers come to my house. I gave them free projectors right from the door. There you go. Take this, take that, so and so and so. The only thing I had with the other customer, we couldn't reach him to get him the screen. We couldn't get in contact with him. I had 3 screens downstairs. I'd rather them go to him than them basically being scrapped and thrown out in the trash at the end of the day. But couldn't reach him. Oh, man, that's funny. That is real funny. He changed the color. I told you he's going to change the color of the paint. It doesn't. We're still going to do the test to make a difference. You still sold this stuff to a lot of people at the end of the day. You sold this product to a lot of people at the end of the day, and a lot of people lost money on this. So they're still going to see that demonstration. We're still going to do them, regardless if you change your color. But we already have your color right there. And that'll do the same thing your product's going to do with no problem whatsoever, just like the other one did. And he's going to go through, and I guarantee if we put an order in today, it'll get canceled. Because he knows we can match it. It'll get canceled. No time at all. Because he knows we can match it. We can match the product. But we're going to give him the option. We give people the option to do it themselves. If they don't do it themselves, then we go ahead and we do it ourselves. So we'll give them till Friday. Friday to do the demonstrations. If he doesn't do them by Friday, I'll hire one of my friends or one of my buddies will go in. I have to hire. We'll go in and they'll buy the product. We'll have it shipped here and we'll do the demonstration ourselves. Because clearly he's scammed. Like I said, I didn't want to buy his product again, but man, his scams just go on and on and on at the end of the day, man. He put more black paint into it. Oh man, I tell you, I couldn't make this up if I wanted to, I swear. Unbelievable. This is funny. I bet you if I put that next to the UV mix, I bet you it'll match. Oh man. Well, we got a month. We got a month. I told you I was doing a month before we throw your stuff in the trash and we're done with it. We got a month. So since you changed the color of your product, and I'm pretty sure when he heard me say that, we threw the stuff in the trash that we weren't gonna do. I bet you saying he had a sign of relief like, man, that's over. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Oh no, 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 no. We're getting started. You got a new one out? Oh heck yeah. We're gonna have to test that. That's definitely gotta be tested. We got to start making the first. I'm gonna order one and had you cancel, so I have a cancel one for my collection. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna have somebody buy the product, get it down here, and we're gonna match that thing to house paint. Because I guarantee you, when you made that product, you had no testing. You did no certified tests, no distance test, no low lumen test, no outside test, none of that. You didn't do any of that at all, I guarantee you. You just made this stuff up and said, this is the difference between my two mixes. That's it. All right. I hope you did your test correctly, because when it gets down here, we're going to test the daylights out of it. It's going to be a max out zones and everything. And we're going to have it down here. I got 4 people in California. I know. I'm trying to figure out which one's going to buy from us. We want it in. We want the order. We want the person to place the order through California. We don't want to place it. We want it placed through California. And we're going to get it down here. We're going to get your new product down here. All of them down here. We just need one. We just take that one. We'll take that one. That's all we need. Yeah, I'm going to get it down here. I'm going to order one for myself because we can get it canceled, because we know he's going to cancel, to show that he can't back his product. That's why we do it. We place an order through you. If you cancel the order, it just shows that at the end of the day, you can't back your product. So we have that against you. That goes into the list. Then we talk to somebody and say, hey, look, here's some money. Go pick that up for us. And they bring it down here and we do the test. We're going to test you against the web gray, and we're going to test you against the other product. Which one was it? The software. We're going to test you against that. I'm going to order me 2 quarts of that so we can get ready for that for next week. Now, like I said, we're giving him the opportunity. Before we go down that road, we're going to give you the opportunity. So you have until Friday to back up your product. Because like I said, you got a history of scamming people. So at the end of the day, you're going to have to back this up. I told you at the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference if you change the product of your name or whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, you still have to do tests. You still have to back your products. I don't care what color you change it to. Still going to do tests. And if you don't do them, then we do them for you. So we're giving you the opportunity. You got until Friday. Let me see. Till then, it gives me enough time to build something crazy. Now, the demonstration we want to do today is showing that how scammers try to avoid getting caught. And you're going to be in that one. You know why? Because all of a sudden, this is a screen paint you bragged about so much of having these amazing white levels and so and so and so. Interesting. I just thought about something. Did you do a demonstration of the old stuff versus the new stuff showing the white levels? You didn't do that one. I guarantee you didn't do that one. I need to see that one. If not, we're going to do it for you. So, because you went on and on about how the white of the mix is, how light it is, and so and so and so. If that paint is as dark as I think it is, you're not getting that same reaction back. You're not. So we need to see that too. So keep in mind, the entire time he sold his customers when he was scamming them that the lighter mix is what you wanted to go with. That was the best. Then all of a sudden he changes over to a darker one. So how does that feel for those of you who got duped into buying house paint that was convinced that the lighter product was better, but then he turned around and he was going into a darker version of to escape the house paint? Yeah, so pretty much you just gave me all this ammunition against you, because at the end of the day, my man, You just clearly changed the color of your product to escape the simple fact that your original product was matching house paint. So you thought, I'll change the color of it and I'll use this label. You do know you're using the same label that we got from the customer. You know that, right? They both match. You just changed it up a little bit, but they still have the same watermarks on the paper. So now, when you look at it, you literally changed the color of it to get away from the fact that your product matched the house paint. That's not good. That's another red flag against you. It's like fleeing the scene of a crime. So we need to go over here. I need to get, let me see. We got this right here. I'm sorry, you guys, over here. We need to go over to, this is all, now for all this information, we got something called fake projector info. You go over to where it says more. When you go to the far end of it, it says more. You click on more, it'll come up. That's where you'll see the blacklist. And this is where you'll see fake projectors we don't support, test, demonstration. People have bought these different projectors. We got lists that we don't support at the bottom. These are our own tests on fake projectors. We advise you do not buy these things at the end of the day. These are customers who bought these projectors and still try to use their product at the end of the day to have their screens get messed up. And we told them not to do this. Now, in exchange, we told them we would help them out with their situation. We'll send you down something that will work with your projector, which is a silver version of it, which will work in exchange for your pictures. So they send us the pictures. We send them that back over so we can use the pictures as testimonies. If you own one of these projectors, this is what's going to happen to you. And also, too, fixing their screen at the same time to help them out. But we clearly tell you this at the end of the day. Do not buy these products if you own these projectors. But we do try to help you at the end of the day fix your problem. Because at the end of the day, you paid money for the product. I don't want you to see you sit there with a dark screen. It's not going to work well. The projector will try to help you out the best way we can. And we have some customers who have call us up and they may have a knockoff projector. So we can't sell to you, but to help you out because they really want to get this nice setup. I know plenty of merchants that do business on eBay. We can direct you to somebody. I got somebody at Pennis. Oh, I wanted the projector for myself so badly. You have no idea. I hate that. Every time I go to find it, look for a projector for myself, I can't find what I want. But the minute I find something for a customer, I'm like, oh, I want this so badly for myself. I found him at 1080. It was a 4300 lumen Epson projector. This thing had blending software. You can blend two projectors together. And he got it for $375. It was a venue. It was a nice one too. Nice Epson. Oh, it's gorgeous. I wanted it for myself so bad. It was $370 some. I was like, here you go. He was like, that's how I want. I hope you don't buy this because I'm gonna buy it. I want to buy it for myself. I really wanted it for myself so badly. I'm looking for another one. They're like $400 or $500, but he got it for like $3 something. He got a good price on it. So he bought that one because I wanted to go check to see if he got it or not. He bought it. I was like, great. I wanted it for myself. I'm still gonna get one. That was a nice one, a real nice one. That's the one that has that single lens in the front. It has the vents on each side. Oh, man. Yeah, I wanted that one. But he bought it. I found somebody a Chrissy projector better than the one I had downstairs. It was laser. And I found that one for like $480. I was like, oh, I hope you don't buy this. Because I was going to get it myself. I really was. But he bought it. But anyway, like I said, I always find the good deals when I help other customers out, usually for myself. I'm looking at one right now. I'm trying to debate whether to pull the trigger on that. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how much the lamps are going to cost me for it. Because like I said, at the end of the day, if you are buying venue, you do want to make sure the lamps are going to cost you a lot of money. Filters are not going to cost you a lot of money. And the lens, you want to make sure lens come with it. Because some of these people that will sell you a venue will pull the lens out. Lenses worth more than the projector at that particular time. You can get a barcode projector. I seen a barcode projector for $250. I'm like, oh, $250 for a barcode? Are you kidding me? It's a very, very, very expensive projector. I'm thinking like it's got to be something wrong for it. It's got to be parts suddenly or something wrong, defective, or maybe something's jacked up with it. No, there's nothing wrong with it. But as I'm looking at it, I'm like, something doesn't look right about this projector. So I zoom in on it and they tried to blur the picture a little bit. And you can see where the lens was pulled out. And you can see a screw here, a screw here, a screw here, and a screw here. And what they'll do, they'll turn the projector on and make it look like there's a lens there. But there's no lens there at all. He pulled the lens. Of course he pulled the lens. The lens is worth $8,000. That's why. It's an $8,000 lens. The lens is worth more sometimes than the projector. So they'll take those parts out. Sometimes they'll take out the, you got to be careful. They'll take out the lamps and put generic lamps in. Brand new generic lamps. Generic lamps on certain venue projectors don't function the same way as the real deal. They come out dim, really, really dim. So they don't work as well. They'll take those out because the lamps are worth a lot of money. The lamps on barcodes are $1,500. Yeah, if your lamp blows out, it's gonna cost you $1,500 to replace a projector. It's probably about a good maybe 4 or 5, maybe more longer than that. 7 or 8 years old at 720p. Even with the black VGAs in the back, it'll still cost you that kind of money. Those are expensive projectors, as I said in the day. You want to get a brand new one, you got $150,000 laying around, 150,000, 80, 90, 200 grand, $500,000. Yeah, you can pay that much money for a projector. Those do not come with a lens. You will spend $80,000 or $150,000 for one of these projectors, and it won't even come with a lens. Lens is optional because with those projectors, you can change your lens. I can go from ultra short throw, I can go from zoom extended, I can go to widescreen, I can do anything I want. It's an interchangeable lens. They don't come with it. So that's what you'll pay at the end of the day. Yes, sirree. So yeah, you got to check all that. So when I'm buying a projector, especially something I've never had before, I've never had one of those, I want to know how much the lamps are going to cost me, if the filter blows out. My filter, I'll lie to you not, on my Chrissy LW505 costs $300 to replace that filter. $300 to replace a filter on that projector. So parts will cost you money. It will cost you more money. I paid about $500 for the projector, and my filter nearly cost me more than my projector, almost nearly more than it. My interface, the interface on my projector, I can pull the whole interface out if I want. The interface is like $500 for an interface if it gets damaged. So the parts still cost a lot of money, but the projector system itself really doesn't. Yep. How you know how big a projector is coming to you if it's a venue? Well, you got two different versions of them. You got commercial, which you do not want, which I bought one of those, and then you have a venue projector. The difference between commercials and venues, they both somewhat look the same. Not one's gonna be bigger than the other. One just draws dramatically a lot of freaking power. Like I have one, I think I showed the video where I plugged in this Christie projector that had a lens that looked like a contact lens for Optimus Prime. It was huge. I go to plug this thing in, it dimmed the lights in the house. I was like, no, we cannot plug this into the house. I went to go get an electrician to come in. Mine, this projector, I only paid like about $700 for it. The electrician came in. It was going to cost me more money to have the electrician come in and put in these heavy duty outlets in downstairs, commercial outlets downstairs with their own separate circuit breaker. So when they blow, they don't take out the rest of the house in the process. I ended up going down and spending $350 to get one of those EcoFlow battery systems because I had to plug it in to make sure it works, because I could have this thing for days on end and never know if it even works or not. So I got this battery pack unit, plugged it in. I got 2 hours out of it. That's it. That's how much power it was drawing in. And eventually I had to send it back. So I took partial because, the person did make the deal. I took half, he took half. That's what we agreed on, and that's what we went with. But other than that, man, yeah, you got to be careful. You could get a commercial, but he never stated it was a commercial projector when I bought it. That's another thing running. Projectors that may have Roadhouse cases. You ever seen a Roadhouse case? It's a giant suitcase that your projector sits inside of to keep from getting jacked up. If you look down on your shipping costs, if your shipping costs are saying anywhere from $300 to $400, chances are it's coming in a Roadhouse case. Massive giant suitcase that will show up at your front door. CRT projectors. They're huge freaking massive projectors. I'm planning to get one day. The only problem, the CRTs, you can get them for maybe $3,000, $4,000. New ones, older ones, you can get for like $200 to $300. It's the shipping costs because they're huge. It's an ottoman, literally, with 3 lights in front of it. You got your thing, it's your blue, your red, your yellow. I think it's one of green, blue, or red. It's one of them right there. But anyway, usually when you find one of them, either you got to come pick it up, or you're going to pay this insane shipping cost for it, which is going to be $500 or $600 because they're big. They're very, very big. This is not something you're mounting over top your ceiling that you want to be planning to meet death real quick. This thing is really big. I saw someone install one of these in. They literally had to rip out the ceiling and put reinforced beams in to actually bolt this thing into the ceiling to hang this thing up, because I guess he was a fan of the old school projectors. Yeah. But I want a CRT, one of those, at least original, and I want a barcode. I definitely want a barcode. Barcodes are so expensive. Whew, it's an expensive projector. $1,500 for lamps. All right, so we got all this here. This is all here. We're going to publish this right here. Boom, bada boom, bada bam, bam, boom. That's all done right there. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to go into the original page right there that's already set up. over there. Probably, why are you using a little monitor? Because my projectors are not in here. We're painting today. We got to paint today. All projectors are in the next room. All right, we come in here. Our information is there. You go over here where it says more. When you hit more in the end, it'll say fake projector info. That's how you get to the page. Go over to more. Go hit that. Boom. And that'll take you to the blacklist. And the blacklist, this is where you get information right here. These are projectors we support, projectors we do support, ones we don't support. These are all the video demonstrations we've done on fake projectors, telling you not to buy these projectors at the end of the day. Our test demonstrations. These are the customers that we warn not to buy the projectors at the end of the day. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. We got the valve up. We've got the WeMax over here. There we got a couple. Keep going through this right here. Here we go. That's the result. That's what happens when you use our screen paint on a knockoff projector. It will not pick it up. That's why. Now, in exchange, we gave them a lighter product that will work, but they want that black technology. It will not work on your projector. And to show it won't work on a projector, that's why we have the demonstrations right here that you can watch of it showing you, do not use these projectors. These are name brand, some of the name brand projectors that came out that people were jumping on and buying. That was 15,000 lumens. You really think you're going to get 15,000 lumen out of a projector that's the size of a VCR tape? But this comes with, it's laser. It's not laser. Stick your face in front of it, see if it's laser. You'll find out. You'll definitely know if it's laser. Two things will happen. If it's an old model, you're gonna get eye surgery in the worst way. If it's basic, if it's not the real deal, and they don't have that cutoff switch on, it's the older model. I explain to people that, man, you gotta be careful when you buy these projectors, man. Casio laser projectors. Oh my goodness, I can tell you stories on days for that one right there. Yeah, go buy one without the lens and see what happens. You're definitely gonna get some eye surgery at the end of the day. Not the kind that you want, not the kind that you want, the kind you don't want. I guarantee you, that thing will jack you up. Oh my goodness, and I see people selling those things without the lens cap connected to them. Do you have any idea how messed up you're gonna get at the end of the day? That laser is active 24/7. Unless you unplug it, that's the only way the laser is not active. It says it right there, right on the top. It says laser is active. Even if you put it in standby mode, even if you turn it off and it goes in standby mode, the laser is always active. You're supposed to have, with that projector, the lens cap. The lens cap looks like no other lens cap. It's silver on the other end. So when the laser comes out of the chamber, it hits the silver, reflects it, and puts it back into the chamber. If you take it off and you walk around the house and that thing hits you, you will notice, because it's like a flash of light went off on the side of your face. I know, because I got hit with one. 2,500 lumens lit me up. I saw one for 3,800 lumens. I was like, oh, gee whiz Louise, somebody's going to get messed up. Yeah, those things will mess you up. Now, the new ones they got now, you lean over, they automatically cut off from the door. They got a kill switch on them. But these are the older models. They don't have them at all, period. Yeah, you see one of those over there and it doesn't have a lens cap on it, I would not suggest you buying this. Sad thing about it is you run the risk of hurting your animals and your kids, because they're going to be walking in front of this thing. Yep. Oh man, I remember the first time I got hit with that. I was like, what the freak was that? I sat down, my eyes were all blurry, spots going all over the place, and then I realized the projector I walked in front of was a laser projector, and that's what hit me. And I had the cap on mine. I didn't think I was in any harm. You know, I walk in front of 5,000 lumen projectors all the time. All the time I walk in front of them. And when I'm downstairs, I'm constantly walking in front of 4,000 or 5,000 lumen projectors. Kind of used to it now, but a laser, I didn't think too much of it. It's a laser. If it's laser, it's hybrid. It's laser and lead hybrid and DLP base. I took that thing off. I went upstairs, went to go take this phone call, came down, boom, this light flashed in front of my mouth. What the freak was that? Sat down, I had these blurry spots for the whole entire day. Then I realized that the laser struck me when I went downstairs. I caught it. It didn't take much. Then after that, I made sure every time that I would turn off the projector, I would either unplug it or I put that laser on, turn mine and put the laser on it. Yeah, and oh, just to let you know that, say like you're putting the cap on the laser like this, right? And you're looking at it, right? When you go to put it over, it can actually ricochet off the silver and still blind you at the end of the day. It's a laser coming out of it. So it can go ding, ding. So when I put the cap on, I turn my head to the side and put the cap on it. Yeah, oh my goodness, man. Certain models got them. They got that. I don't know if the other ones don't have a kill switch, and I'm not trying to find out. I'm really not, unless I do the research on it. But those Casio older projectors, they're brighter. It's a beautiful laser projector. Just got to be real careful about it. The ones they got now, the ones they got now are better. But I remember when laser projectors came out, yeah, people were getting jacked up on those bad boys. People were talking about, they didn't have no kill switches on them. You walk in front of it, as you're behind, Mr. Postman, you'll be doing Stevie Wonder impersonations all day. You're walking out of your house looking like Radio with these white freaking eyes. What the freak is going on with you? Walked in front of the laser. Yeah. And then they started making them with kill switches on them. You lean over top and they cut off. Not the older ones. The older ones didn't have the kill switches on them. So you see an older laser projector, just remember, just make sure it has a kill switch on it, because if it doesn't, that's you. All right, I think we're done with all this right here. We got this over here. We got enough stuff. Oh, I forgot. We need one more demonstration. We need the black on paint. The paint demonstration with the black paint. We need that one. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, since your product's darker, guess what? The reversal. You don't escape the reversal. So the reversal in black and white paint products is basically, instead of you starting the base off with white, you started off with black. And you put white paint in it instead of black paint in it. So his numbers are still the same. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Except for the reversal, it's going to be black paint into white paint. You still got to do it. Good gracious. People try to escape all kinds of stuff, man. At the end of the day. Nope. I'm not getting caught up in that. Which one's right here? This is the 1 gallon. This right here is, no, this is ours right here. This is ours right here. I need the one with the black and white paint product made. That's what I need right there. Let me see. We need that one right there. Oh, cutting the projector in half. That's the best idea I ever had yet, man. That getting half of your projector. God comes up with amazing ideas. And I got like, we're gonna cut a projector in half. I'm like, really? You know how fast it's gonna take that thing apart? It was faster to dismantle that thing than it was. And I took quite a few projectors apart. Hardest projector to take apart is a Chrissy. Chrissy was a freaking nightmare to take apart. There were parts within parts, and those parts were within parts. But the BenQs, man, they were really easy to take apart. I could have modded the BenQ out. I literally could have opened it up and mod. Actually, I might mod one. I'm a mod one. Oh yeah, I'm a mod with some UV fans. I'm gonna hook one up. Yeah, it's not hard to take them apart. It isn't. I can learn how to put it back together too. Let me see. We need that one demonstration. We need that. What was it? The paint scam. No, we're gonna get the paint scam. It's easy if I just go through. Yeah, because I gotta go through all that crap to find that. It's gonna take forever to get it. We need to just go through the editing mode to find that one, because I need to pull up the actual link for that one so I can come and get that one from there. I can't wait till my people on the forum say he went through all that crying and whining to my, oh, fake labels, fake labels. The same labels right over here on this container. Got the same watermarks on them. Went through all that crying and still couldn't even back his product up at the end of the day. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Is this right here? This is our black test right here. We may have it on this one. These are all tests on our black technology. Let's see. No, we need that's a legend right there. Oh, these were live, right? I think they were live. I need the live right there. I got to do a tutorial. People asked me how to do the bar lights up top. The one said that we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to make those. They wanted too much. Amazon wanted like $64 for these lights. It was 2 of them, but they were small. They were like about that small. I'm like, I'm not paying $64 for those lights. I built my own. Came out much better. Are you being bamboozled? Let me see. The tablecloth. Here it is right here. Black and white paint. This is the scammer. We scam people on the black and white paint. Let's see. Make sure we got this right. Check back on that one. Yeah, that's it right there. So we'll give him until Friday. If he doesn't do the reversal is black paint. I think that's he can't do 2 and 3. 2 and 3 is not gonna match. No, 1, 2 not gonna match. It'll be more like 3 and 4 would pretty much match. 5 would be too dark. for that one. If you're going to do it that way, but if you're going to do it the other way, I would just go with the Sherwin-Williams route and just go that way instead, which would be a lot more easier. Because you don't have to put anything in at the end of the day. It is what it is. Let me see. We need to put that for that demonstration right here. Here we go. I need that one for the very top. Let's see what we get on this one. Here we go. And there you are, buddy boy. So now we've seen that you've changed your color. So now we got to do a video on that. The fact that run, scammer, run. And that's what we're going to title it. Run, scammer, run. Because that's exactly what he's doing. He's already probably getting enough heat already from the network gray matching his light screen paint product. So now he's switching over to a darker product to try to run from the situation called run, scammer, run. That's what it's going to be called. And we got the proof right there. We got your original paint right here. And your original paint has the same exact watermarks on it as your new product you have right now. The exact same label, exact same thing. And this is supposed to be a new product line, but yet we got one over here. I'm glad I didn't throw that out. Oh, I'm glad I didn't throw it out. We got it right over here, but we got the light gray version of it. And the light gray version we have over here has the exact same watermarks you have on your container on your newer product at the end of the day. But that's what you claimed at the end of the day was a recycled label, whatever nonsense you named it. Nobody. This is from one of your customers that didn't like what you did at the end of the day. So as we can see, if your product did as you said it was, why would you change the color of it? What was the point of you changing the color? The point of changing the color is your product that you call being having all this special capabilities didn't have any of it to begin with at the end of the day. It's just regular everyday paint. That's all it is. And in order for you to distance yourself from that, you change the color of your product. That's what you did. And that's what we're going to title the video, Run, Scammer, Run, because that's what you're doing right now. But you're not getting too far because at the end of the day, like I said, I can look at your product and I can tell how I can match it. Those two colors I just gave you from Sherwin-Williams, go check it out for yourself. Save yourself some money because we're going to do the test ourselves. He got until Friday. By Friday, if he doesn't do the test, backing the product up, showing that he's not scamming his customers again, then we'll do the test ourselves. I'll buy one for myself. I'll get a cancellation from you to put up there on my trophy wall. And then I'll go and have somebody buy the product, get it down here. We'll do an unboxing so you don't know who it is, where it's coming from, and we'll do those tests. And I'm going to put your product right next to your original product you have here. And we're going to see which comes up better on white levels only. Then after we get done with that, we'll run the Sherwin-Williams and we'll do the paint mix, the reversal on that. Because if you didn't do these tests already, if you didn't get a chance to do any of these tests at all, period, then at the end of the day, you know, you're being bamboozled. All right, I got to design a label. I got to take a couple of pictures for the gamer paint, get that up, set up downstairs, and yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you something, Jamie, what the gamer paint can do that your paint can't do. I'm going to pull off a contrast level in a fully lit environment with no problem whatsoever. And I'm going to watch that screen blend into a couple of white surfaces with no problem whatsoever. Which you probably haven't done a white level test either. And then the white level test, for you don't know, he has to take several white sheets of paper, a white certified screens, and he has to blend into those screens to show that his white levels are high enough and not going to come up too dark like the UV mix did. Oh, there's going to be a ton of testing on that when we get that here. And then I have to be outside on a 150-inch screen at 47 degrees outside with a projector to display pictures of contrast levels outside on the screen for my company requests. Yeah, that's going to be fun. All right, this is all finished. Let's go publish everything here. But yeah, I told you he was going to do that. I told you from the door. I'm going to find my video where I said it. I said two things are going to happen. Either he's going to stop selling paint or he's going to rebrand the product and make it darker to separate himself from the other products right now. Because right now he can't escape this color. This is matching house paint. So, of course, at the end of the day, and tablecloths and everything else. So, of course, what he's going to do is he's going to darken the color to change it to make it different. This is my new mix. It's a different color. It's going to pull better contrast levels. Hey, just because the product is dark, any product can pull a heavy contrast level. I could put your product next to black paint, and black paint would beat your screen with no problem. It can pull a better contrast level. The one thing that comes in with dark technology is a white level. Not, you got it mixed up. I don't know where this guy gets his information from. When you had his gray screen paint product, he'd going about white levels. Guess what, genius? Gray screens can pull a high white level. No big deal. The problem you're going to have with this, it can't see contrast. It can't see color properly. So when you're doing demonstrations against great products, you're supposed to do demonstrations on the one thing that the screen is not supposed to be able to do, and that is a contrast level, which you failed to do multiple times. Now, having a darker product, guess what you're going to have to do now? You're going to have to display all white levels. And judging by the color of your product, it can't take on any screen paints we have over here because they're jet black. And being jet black means my screen can pour a higher contrast than your product with no problem whatsoever. At the end of the day, it pulls better color than your product at the end of the day. I'll say that before your product even gets here, and mark my words on this video, I'll bet you I'll be 100% right on that. Because we test gunmetal screens that are darker than your product at the end of the day. Mind you, if you haven't done over an 18 or 20 screen certified test on your product, how are you going to beat a screen that has already done it? There you go. All right, we're done here. I got to go make my labels, take my pictures, paint my room, do a couple more demonstrations. We got the pink unicorn we developing. I got the platinum blue we got to develop, which when we put in, I got to do a new paint demonstration for that wall over there for something how-to demonstration. Then I got to be outside in the cold weather, and I got to do this demonstration on the 150-inch screen. But that screen's gonna be stiff as a board with the cold out there. But whatever, got to get it done. And after that, I'm finished. I'm done for the day. And I'm going on my gaming screen to play some pinball. I love that freaking screen. Is so much fun. Right now, with all the screens I got in the house, that is now my ultimate favorite screen. It's my favorite screen until I build me a bigger one outside. And I'm going to have to build me a bigger one, a much bigger one, a much bigger one. I'm building a replica of that screen outside at 200 inches. I got to have one. Can you imagine a 200-inch screen with that many lights all over it? Can you imagine that? How insane that's going to be? Oh, my goodness. You have no idea, man. You have no idea. Man, I wish COVID didn't exist, man. I'd invite all my neighbors over just to have one big Mario game. Oh, I'm hooking the RetroPie up to it today with all the lights all over it. Ding, 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 ding. We got the mech controller we're going to be building in the next room. Oh, man, I got so much to do. And upstairs, we're going to build that crazy Lord of the Rings hovel-like world up over top of us. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait. We're going to be using the invisible unicorn. Yes, there's an invisible version of it. An invisible unicorn. It is going to be gorgeous. All right, I got to get out of here. My mind's about to explode. We got all these projects going on. And yes, Jamie, I have time for you. I've got a lot of time for you, buddy boy. You're not going to be scamming any more people. We made the product darker. Run, scammer, run. Running from the gray. Now you're trying to go into something a little darker to try to get away from it. Nah, it ain't going to be that easy. It's not going to be that easy. We're going to be doing those tests. You got until Friday. You got until Friday to do those tests. Remember, reversal this time. It's going to be black. You got 2, 3, 4. I would go 2, 3, and 4 with that one. That's using your tutorial video on the reversal, same way you made your UV mix. You have the, we got a dark gray tablecloth downstairs. You have that one, because we're going to test that too. And you have the Sherwin-Williams to do. All right, let's see if it matches or whatever happens. Okay, I got to get out of here. Thank you all. Got to go, and God bless. We're still going to do the demonstrations with the Sherwin-Williams downstairs because there's plenty of these customers who have this product, and they need to know at the end of the day that their product is matching a Sherwin-Williams paint. And at the end of the day, it just shows that run, scammer, run. Change the color. Try to avoid all the testing. Now it's dark. I don't have to do the testing anymore. I don't have to worry about my product matching any of the tests he just put out because now my product's darker. No. Not that easy. Not that easy. You're still going to do the same test. You got until Friday. If your tests aren't done by Friday, I order one. I get a cancellation from you. It goes on my trophy wall to prove that you can't back your product. And then I order another one. I'll have somebody pick it up for me, and we'll get it here and we'll do the test. You'll have till Friday. Giddy up. Gotta go.